You've waited all week for your dose of ... stupid.
Quiet down, dummies. I'm talking.
It's hashtag WrestlePals.
Shut up, dummies.
Hey, everybody. There it is. You've been saving that for me, huh? Is that? There it is. It's something you usually say when you present that to people. Would you like to now? No, thank you. How about that? Hey, everybody. It's hashtag WrestlePals. Hold on. I'm going to be a consummate professional. No, I'm not. Hey, everybody. It's hashtag WrestlePals. How you doing? Welcome to your weekly dose of ... stupid. Dakota won't abandon me like Bailey would. Best. Hey, look over there. It's hashtag WrestlePal Justin. You know the beauty of Justin? He won't say anything until you introduce him. There's your professional. Justin Wilson, a real man of science.
A real man of science.
I love now that that's... You insist on that being the first thing you say every week. It's a wonderful thing. Is that the only thing you... Hello, Justin?
Hello?
Oh, God, there you are. Thank God. Look, I can vamp for ages.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, fucking guy.
All right, I'll get to the point. Hi, I'm hashtag WrestlePal Nate.
That's you.
That's me.
Hashtag Nate Appreciation Day.
Look. You put out the wrong banner thing, and then I was like, no, it still applies.
Too much shit.
You can still continue this. You can continue this Nate Appreciation garbage.
It is Happy Nate Appreciation Day, though.
Right before Christmas.
Hashtag Nate Appreciation Day.
It's a garbage time to have an Appreciation Day. I'm just saying. So
Pretty close to your birthday, too.
I know, it's terrible. Well, you want to get an anniversary gift, too? When did this show start?
February? March?
April? We're just
A
naming
little
months?
bit of March, I guess. Actually, I think
Hold
it
on,
would have been
hold on.
February 28th, 2016.
You were just a savant with dates. I don't remember what day it is now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's December. You know how I can tell?
Cold.
Could be January. I'm not sure.
Well, your birthday hasn't happened yet, so I know it's not January.
Okay. That's how it kicks off. Hey, everybody. It's hashtag WrestlePals. And you know what? We've had a theme that's been going on for the past couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Something that's been a reoccurring thing that we keep having to address every week because
Dakota left us.
it was time. She knew when to tactfully depart. That time of year again where literally nothing happens in wrestling. It's the doldrums of wrestling. Thought I was going to say Nate Appreciation. Are you drinking Ghost? The hell are you doing, Demi Moore? What? Why? Don't drink that. It's gonna... Your face is... Oh, it's back. There it is.
Should I Swayze live?
How does one Swayze?
You come up behind and...
No, you should not do that. That is going to get you hurt.
No, you
like
do
you're going to get arrested later. And do what?
Well, she's
you're
molding.
diddling your fingers here. I don't like this.
No, you've seen the movie.
No, I
You know
haven't.
where she's doing the pottery?
I don't like scary movies. And it says obviously has ghosts in it. At least one. Thus the title. I ain't watching that shit. Oh, I cursed already. I also went on a ridiculous tirade. I've never seen a Patrick Swayze movie.
It's hashtag Nate Appreciation Day. That's the date. He's right. It's true. It's very true.
Damn. No, not true. Just damn. Just saying it.
As much as I love having the Zions branding,
Uh-huh. I've never seen The Color of Zions before.
me neither.
Also, good album title. Write that down.
The color of Zions.
Uh-huh.
I'm drinking Zions out of a cup today.
Mm-hmm.
Because magic.
There's energy in there. I like that it has a little bit of shine to it, too. Makes me happy. Justin, it's the doldrums.
So I shouldn't Swayze.
You should not.
What you're saying.
No. Is that where you throw her out of a bar? Do you rob
No.
a bank with her?
Dude, okay.
Don't
You've
make it-
clearly
don't
seen
make it- don't make
the
it pan-
pottery.
Don't make a
scene.
pancreatic cancer joke. Do not make a pancreatic. What?
You've seen the pottery scene.
I didn't make that
Where,
joke.
where Demi Moore is sitting
Who?
there. Demi Moore.
Sammy? Sammy Wow Wow.
She's sitting there molding with the pottery. She's making a pot.
Molding.
The clay.
People go bad? People go bad all the time.
Nathan,
Huh?
don't play coy with me.
I'm not a fish. I drown in the pond. I can't swim. I'm already too big for that pond. I've outgrown it, and I'm not even in it. It's terrible.
I asked her a couple weeks ago if she wanted me to Swayze her because she was saying something about the movie Ghost.
Oh, what's some other
That's what-
Swayze movies?
Saying, do you want me to Swayze you?
Rob a
and she
bank with it?
retweeted
Oh,
it.
you've already used that one. I've already used that one.
Swayze.
Out of Swayze movies.
You put your arms around them and you do the clay with them.
Wasn't he in that Western movie?
Do I need to find this and put it up? Because, I mean, this is
No.
of utmost importance right now.
I'm not watching Ghost
Nothing
movies.
has happened in wrestling.
I
We're not
don't-
going to watch the movie.
It's dope. I'm glad we're on the same page.
just
I like it when we
saying.
agree
I'll
and we
show a
move
GIF.
forward to get. Who?
I'll just sew a GIF.
Jeff.
Oh, Jeff made a left, went into a pole. Oh, help, Jeff.
Jeff forgets that delete thing is in his arsenal, and he can tap into it.
No,
And
it's
every time
funny.
he does, it looks awkward. Like, oh yeah, that thing. I can do that too. What's up? Hey, Jeff.
Jeff.
Mm.
So should I Swayze her? You're not answering the question.
I did, and you know the answer. The answer is no. Whatever Swayze means, don't do it. I don't think you can. I don't think you should. Wait, are you gonna dance on her?
No, there's not
Hold it
gonna
up
be any
over your head
dancing.
in a lake?
No.
Is that another thing you did?
Hi, Jenny.
Who?
Let's see. Man Kid Odo says hard WWE SmackDown. And Olalade Emmanuel's trying to sell tickets.
Ah,
Tickets for trade. I don't know, man. I think I should try to Swayze live.
all right. You know what? Could be a good story.
There is no real update this week, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm very sad
I
for
know,
you.
right?
I've seen you reaching a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh, hey, genuine. Cameras are off for a minute. Shh. This is for you. Hey, man.
It's getting harder to get through, I think, because
There's a lot of noise.
250,000 people following her.
Yeah,
So, you know, she's probably getting tweets like all the time.
I'm sure. How many people is she following?
917.
You counted.
I didn't count.
How many
It's
of those
on
are
her-
you?
Me, one.
The one.
Yeah.
Justin Wilson. The ick factor. Justin Wilson.
Unfortunately, that is one of my nicknames.
The man. The myth. The sandwich.
I'm not a problem or a mess.
No,
I cause problems.
I was placing our dinner order. I'll have the man, please.
I
Side of
deleted it. I didn't mean it to be on the ghoul side.
man. What are you answering?
Chris said your one tweet to live was a little on the ghoul side about what
okay.
she sounds like inside.
He legit didn't mean it that way,
Yeah.
and then it was read, and everybody ran to his side like, "Oh, Justin,
Yeah.
are you okay? Has the fever broken yet?" He meant that, and it was a legitimate question that he was asking a lot of people. Maybe you, if you participate with Justin Wilson on Twitter, at the Hulkster. He was asking people to basically pare themselves down to one song.
Yeah, what
What is
song?
at your core?
Yeah.
What do you sound like on the inside? But when you say it to a celebrity woman as a dude, it
Yeah.
sounds a whole lot like, I'm going to hear what it sounds like inside. You know,
I deleted it.
your butt.
I deleted it. Speaking of butts, I have Riott Squad on my butt right now. See? Right there.
He tricked me again. I looked at it. Seems like it happens every week.
It's not really a trick then.
Oh.
It's just you're waiting for your opportunity. I mean,
You got the new shirt. Look at that.
The
You
new shirt?
you sported the man shirt last week.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now you're sporting the Riott Squad, Equal Opportunity Agitators.
you are an equal opportunity caffeinator,
Sure.
and I just agitate.
Actually a decent mix. That's all right.
Oh! Oh no!
Go together like spaghetti and cheese.
Designs went down the wrong pipe.
Went down the faith hole.
Yeah. So no real update.
Fades. All right. Hey, go get him next week. Hey, you know what you need to do? Work on being a better you. You know what Liv would want? A better you.
Oh, yeah.
Be more you.
Mm-hmm. Never look directly into the butt without eye protection. Also, don't put fingers in there.
Plural? Does that mean one's okay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to know.
All right.
I kind of want to.
The doldrums of December.
Well, that stuff's over.
Finally.
Dude.
Well, I mean, yeah. We've got the 1 week, which will be Christmas/New Year's week. But
hey, it looks like we're shaping up for some fun stuff there. Some good feel good moments and some fun shows that are just kind of out of canon, but existing in a weird time and space as far as wrestling goes. You have everybody kind of taken off for the holiday. A lot of people have ended what they're gonna do. We had, and this snuck up on me. I had no idea. It came and went, and I didn't even know. We had ROH's Final Battle, and I was like, "Oh,
why did it
Jesus.
have to be this weekend? I would have loved to have given full coverage to that.
I know you would, and I know you would have loved to have paid full attention to it, but
Can't
sorry,
happen.
we had a 7-hour show on
Yeah, I
Sunday that was hype as fuck. It was really good. The hype was there. It was good. So I feel bad missing out on Final Battle, but then looking back at a lot of the ramifications of it, okay.
You know,
I'm sorry I missed it. I'm sorry I'm not as in on the storylines, but interesting directions where they're going, and don't feel like we got a whole lot of resolution. But
here's a question.
yes, sir.
Are you going to Marty's January 1st unconventional party?
I don't know, man.
He's having an unconventional party.
What
Did
day
you
is
get an
that?
invite?
What is that?
January the 1st.
I think I gotta.
I did not get invited. Fuck you, Marty.
Jesus.
Have you? Oh, you haven't been watching.
Oh,
I watched like 5 episodes of Being the Elite Monday night.
they're not short. You spent a whole afternoon watching that.
No, it
man.
was the whole after Raw.
Good Lord, Justin.
I watched like back to Sail Away Man, which was while they were on the
Oh
show.
my God, that's
So I
a,
watched like 4 or 5 episodes.
that's a hefty chunk there, sir.
About an hour and 20 ish.
That's a movie. They're making movies.
Mm-hmm.
I have a hair in my mouth. I think it's mine. Okay.
Things
There
of
it
note.
is. Yes,
Things
sir.
of note from Final Battle, because pretty much the rest of the show is going to be TLC.
And well, I mean, there's TLC, and then there's a
then the
lot of
Fallout.
other. Yeah, man.
So just a few things of note. Briscoes are your new ROH Tag Team Champions. I want to see that match. Tag Team War.
I hate that. I hate that they get a lot of guff for a lot of stuff that they've said. I hate that they've said stuff that have made them kind of third railish because they're really goddamn good.
Yeah.
And character wise, they're pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy their
And
work.
teeth-wise, not so much, though.
And no, it's better. It's better. Was it Jay and Mark? Mark's the dummin', right? Whatever. He's the best. The one promo thing he did where it was a whole thing with him just wearing like a Christmas sweater, celebrating the holidays with his like teeth out, and it was like, okay, this is the best I've ever seen. Mark Briscoe's my absolute favorite, but they can be silly and they can be scary edge wise monsters. It's so weird to see a team that's so good at being both one way and the other as needed. They're really, really good. I'm sad we're never going to see them on a bigger scale, but it was kind of for some stuff that, some baggage that they picked up on their own, you know? So what can you do?
Cry?
Okay.
I'm not gonna. Cody versus Lethal?
Okay, well, to sum up a lot of what this was going to be, coming into it is like, well, okay, is this going to be where the Elite kind of like lay down and bow out, or is this where the Elite kind of sweep and take over, and they're going to leave New Japan and kind of just roll over to ROH and just wreck house everywhere they go? Are they going to start their own promotion, and they're going to have like a working relationship with ROH, where they're going to be top dudes in ROH but start their own stuff? And how is that going to affect everybody? So it's you go into this going, all right, are they going to take a beating all night, or are they gonna dominate all night? And looks like they took a bit of a beating, but it wasn't complete solidarity throughout. Poor Marty. All right, sorry.
And then
about
that's the last thing to note. Marty looks like the last man standing.
Yeah.
Villain Enterprises. He starts his own faction.
Yeah, because that's the thing.
PCO is not human.
Say that like it's a bad thing.
Well, that's his thing. PCO is not human.
So yeah, we had
You're not human.
to the end of the at the end of the
Get out of there. You have to see those.
I will. The end of the ROH final battle ends up with kind of a curtain call of the Elite after the show, basically kind of saying goodbye. But they do that all the time, kind of a little bit. They're going to tease you. They're going to make you think, and they're going to make you wonder because they know interest builds interest in an odd way. But then, the show's going afterwards. You got Marty, kind of all by himself.
All by himself.
But I mean, he's still
having an unconventional party on the first.
He's got a weird rising star in ROH, and you know what? It's not a bad place for him to be. And he's decided he needs some friends, so he's seems to be somewhat separating himself from
the Elite,
and
at least in ROH,
branching out on his own. Villain Enterprises with
PCO
and Brody King, yes, who looks terrifying, like somebody swole up an Aleister Black, and it's like, ooh.
Well, one makes sense. PCO doesn't make much sense.
Why doesn't PCO make sense?
Because he's not human.
That's the thing.
PCO, you're not human.
You're talking about Villain Enterprises. He's a comic book villain, for Christ's sake. He's every archetype. He's somewhere between Doctor Doom and Cobra Commander.
Sit down, eat.
Okay. Didn't that dude call himself Destro?
Yes.
All right. Look, I grew up watching G.I. Joe. He ain't no Destro. Put on the metal head, then we'll talk. Well, I mean, you'll
go to sleep.
PCO makes perfect sense.
All right, sure.
Yes. If Christopher Daniels ends up kind of leaving the company, there's room for a 50-year-old there. And PCO is perfect for, I don't know.
SCU?
No. Villain Enterprises is going to be a group of monsters.
SCU.
Monsters and No, he can't.
Why not?
Because he's like Canadian.
So? CD's from Michigan?
Shut up. It doesn't count. What's he going to do? Move there? I don't think he's seen the sun ever.
Lay down, sleep.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
So those
PCO's fun, but damn, that moonsault to the floor is terrifying looking. It's like watching a bus flip off a cliff. And just to see poor dudes like lining up on the ground, like, all right, brace yourself. All right, it's gonna take a minute. Here we go.
Brace yourself. Brace yourself.
And then a bus flies off a cliff at you. Why is this behind us? Why is this behind us?
Oh, that's let's see. Start right here. That's left eye, right?
Okay.
Is T-Boz in the middle.
And
right behind you, that's Chili. Oh. That's Chili. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, normally I'm pretty much a Chili guy, right?
Okay.
But T-Boz is really attractive. She's a very attractive lady.
I just got your... I like admitting when I'm dumb, and sometimes I'm done, like you, when we had the weird promo for Aquaman, and I was like, hey, who's he fighting? And Justin puts lack of water. Fantastic answer. Smart-ass answer. Very quick. I thought he was changing the subject, like he needed a glass of water. I was like, well, go get one. And then like 3 days later, it's like, that was a joke. Aquaman's fighting.
He's fighting the water.
Fighting lack
of water. He has no water. He's going to die.
And they're behind us because...
What if I do this?
Because
if I go T-Boz, left eye, Chili. If I do that, does it make more sense?
We don't like scrubs.
We don't want no scrubs.
Shut up. Stop it. Took 10 years to get that song out of my head. I don't want it back.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
I'm okay with this.
I ain't too proud to beg, no. That's the name of today's show. Ain't too proud to beg. Because it leads into what happens Monday and Tuesday.
That's not the name of the show.
Yes.
I thought we agreed on what the name of the show was.
What?
I love that kind of humor.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
We'll go in.
Damn it, Cole.
Because we got to... Justin and I don't get together to watch the pay-per-views all that often, but we keep a little Slack channel open up there where we have just streaming random thoughts, and when dumb stuff hits us, as it's wont to do, it gets documented there, and then we read back through and go, what were we thinking? Oh, lack of water. I get it now. That's how that works. So, yeah, we'll get to... I love that type of humor. But final battle ends up going down, and the Elite kind of go out on their shield a little bit.
Yeah.
And you know what? Good for ROH, but
Bad weekend for it.
yeah. Well, you know what I was mostly kind of sad about was how far down I feel like Dalton Castle's getting pushed.
Yeah.
It's like they did everything to keep him there, and they did a fantastic job of keeping him there. And he's a guy that would thrive anywhere because he's 1,000% committed to whatever the hell he's doing, and whatever the hell he's doing is weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, okay, well, we've got you now, so you go sit down. It's like, oh, man. Meanwhile, he's out there killing himself every night and looking damn good doing it. Crazy, crazy stuff. And that was also a fun match. Jeff Cobb and Adam Page. Oh. Jeff Cobb is just a goddamn... Like, I know you get excited for the Drew McIntyre and say, oh, that's a man. Look at that man. Jeff Cobb is one of those, like, you could just see him, like, pulling up trees from the ground.
He's like kind of like Taz, but like also kind of like Rusev, but also kind of like he checks a lot of boxes.
Dude.
Jeff Cobb is a machine.
It's fun.
Yeah, he the best.
And we're just starting to see his emergence, and he's been good for a little bit, you know. So what else popped out from there? The Marty Scurll versus Crystal Daniels. You know that's going to be good. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Okay. The I Quit match between Flip Gordon and Bubba Ray.
Weirdly enough, this is how it ended. With a tape of Mankind going, I quit! I quit! I quit! It was weird. I don't know why Mankind was yelling it.
So we had an appearance by Sandman.
Out.
Hey, you know what? It wasn't a bad appearance by him. He showed up. He did the thing. Yeah, he did that thing. Here's a kendo stick. He hands it off a kendo stick. And
I'm out.
They teased the idea of this flaming table, right?
Mm-hmm.
They put so much damn lighter fluid on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was ready to go. I was like, every time I see them put...
Ready to go.
Every time... you singing Republican to me?
Rooftop, shout it out.
90s Lady Rock is the jam, yo. It's the best ever. I'm ready to do Veruca Salt Part 2 on the program. Let's go.
Not enough music to do so.
Shit, I'll get after them. Let's see what they can do.
Write 7 albums.
Come on. What are you doing? Sugar Bowl. But they tease lighting the table on fire. So it's like, oh, my God. They're going to put him through a damn flaming table. Oh, holy hell. This is a hell of a spot.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be pretty great. And then, nope, it gets interrupted by Sandman and Flips gets some kendo sticks. And Bubba Ray's just laying on the table. They could be set aflame. I like the idea of if they had, like tease like I'm gonna set you on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I quit. Fine, but no. Flip just starts beating him with kendo sticks, and then he quits. So we get Chekhov's table, never used.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it wasn't Chekhov's table then, right? Is that how that works?
Mm-hmm.
If they introduce a gun in the first act, it's going to be used by the end of the third act. Nothing gets introduced for no reason. This was a potential flaming table introduced kind of for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Still fun, though, but okay. And then you had the Jay Lethal versus Cody.
Mm-hmm.
What did you... Excuse me. I drank the coffee too fast. Again,
Andre the Coffee?
What? No.
Andre the Coffee? Yeah, Nathan, Norm McDonald here, I just want to tell you, I came up with this great idea, take some coffee beans, pick some of them, take them and smash them up,
Whoa, why? What?
Grind up these coffee beans,
Okay.
Put them somewhere, a little filter, a little piece of paper,
Okay.
Pour some hot water over them, you know what you get there, coffee.
So if I ground up some pinto beans...
I knew it.
What? You think I'm going to resist a shit tag? I'll leave it there. Just saying, I'm ahead of the game here. How about a nice, hot, fresh cup of Pinto? I was getting there. Don't worry. I'll have a large garbanzo, please. Yeah, you will.
Oh, by the way, just so you guys know, Frosted Flakes, yes or yes won.
Oh.
Polls
Well, how
are,
much? How much?
5-2.
Very good. It's good. I mean, that's a good, you want to have a good showing from Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want a full blowout, but a Yes was going to win.
Let's get away from Final Battle. Again, I wish it wouldn't have been this weekend.
Had
so
it
we could
been
give
a week earlier, we would have been all
Yeah.
about it. And it would have been on a dead weekend where we're saying, I don't know, Raw and SmackDown feel like they're falling off. Well, it's that time of year. And it would have been a ripe time to jump in on that.
Yep.
Everybody wants to seem to focus around those bigger WWE events. They try to counter program, and they end up just counter programming themselves a little bit.
Yeah, well, and especially when WWE delivers.
Yeah, and well, I mean, this could and should have been a good weekend, but even because TLC hasn't usually been the best.
Yeah.
We had a stairs match a few years back ago, Justin. A stairs
I
match.
think that was 14.
Of course,
13 or 14.
You could make up a number like 74, and I'd be like,
Actually, I think it was 13 because I think that was.
"Nah, you are making a number."
I think that was the year with Sting.
You with Sting.
Yeah, with Sting. Or maybe it was. I don't know. It was 13 or 14.
Oh,
is all I know.
I just drove you crazy. But regardless, TLC isn't supposed to be a big one.
No.
This is supposed to be a. This is the time of year where we have the things like the December to Dismember, and it was like, shit, we don't have a.
Armageddon.
Yeah,
Night of Champions.
Yay!
Hey.
Cool.
Cool.
Not really, but cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Roadblock 2 years ago.
Yes,
End of the line.
and it was just which is odd because they've been kind of the weird Dean Ambrose pay-per-views.
Yeah.
It's been a good time for him to step up. Not today.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we will. It makes me sad. Look, somebody has to. Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh.
But it's like they're going into that weekend of the TLC thing. Even if TLC was going to be bad, they're still going on before it.
Yeah.
So the best they can hope to do is you get enough eyes that are like, I need a lot of wrestling and I'm excited for wrestling this weekend, but I'm not going to watch TLC. I'm going to devote my time to Final Battle, which still is very limited audience to attack.
Right.
And
Well, I mean, you think about a guy like me, I would have had to dig up Final Battle.
yeah.
I mean, no offense. I'd love to have the money to be able to pay for Final Battle, but I don't. So that wasn't happening. There was like no way that was happening. I wish I would have had the time and money to be able to do so, but nope. Wasn't going to happen. I already paid $9.99 a month for the network. I'm definitely watching
I feel
TLC.
like they've made a just a weird barrier of entry. Like I don't even know how to get to where to get to that.
You know, and
I end up watching
I'm pretty
the
sure they traditional pay-per-view too, which means if you don't have cable, like me, you can anyway.
I don't get cable anymore.
Yeah.
Cable doesn't register. That makes it suck the most for Raw. 'Cause I end up
Yeah.
going Hulu version. I don't want to have to go streams. Streams are annoying as all hell. They're hard to get to. They're never that good, or they're weirdly pirated, and I don't like them. But then I end up missing content. And I'm not going back
I've got a
2-3
site.
months later. I know you do. I'm not going back 2-3 months later to watch stuff that's already gone.
Yeah. So, I guess we need to hop in here. Road to WrestleMania live on the WWE Network. It's Slow Down, a Children at Play.
It's
Maybe.
not a bad one. I like it.
I like it.
We did that like 2 years ago. It was like, hey, Roadblock, severe tire damage. Roadblock, hey, meet me in the rest stop.
Are your children well behaved? Or they need a few light slams every now and again? I think that's 2 weeks in a row I went for that joke.
What was that? You want to try it again?
Are your children well behaved? Or do they need a few light slams every now and again? I was in a band, severe tire damage. Okay. You're welcome.
You know what I like?
Hmm?
Like normally that was the kiss of death, and somebody's like, "No, go ahead, do it again,"
Mhm.
and you're about to get stomped, but then you started and you were so confident, Justin,
That's me.
rolled right through it. I couldn't jump in there. I couldn't stop you. You were on a roll. Just is on a roll. With the native dactyls. Just saying. We just need another one of me.
Okay. I think we can do this.
Blink, blink.
I think
He's
we can
not
do
human.
this. So, let's hop into the pre-show. 2 matches on the pre-show.
Which
This was an interesting layout. It was a smart layout.
yes.
Like, when you look at it on paper, it's like, why was this match on the main card? But when we get to the main card, it makes sense.
And this is the first time that it felt like the pre-show wasn't an afterthought,
Right.
or a place to go and die.
Yeah, yeah.
It felt like part of the show.
So the real hot open was the Cruiserweight Championship match.
Taking that spot that's traditionally been the Seth Rollins Intercontinental Championship match, not in the pre-show, but at the beginning of the real show. Because again, this felt like the pre-show was the beginning of the real show.
So here's why it matters. Live on Facebook.
Yeah.
The whole pre-show leading through the first match on the card
Yeah.
was live on Facebook. And that was a brilliant move. We'll talk about it when we get there.
Yeah, expanding the mixed match challenge reach to hey, make this far more accessible. They're going in a direction where it's making it more accessible,
Yes.
as opposed to the other people that are trying to like, oh, to hell, we need a paywall to get behind so we can get more money.
Yeah.
And then they've segregated themselves from viewership. I understand you have to survive and you want
Yes.
money for your stuff,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you make it too difficult. I have a hard time caring.
Yeah.
It stinks because it's not a lot of effort and it's not a lot of money. But yeah, it is. But yeah, I know. We broke, yo. Patreon.com/Oh Hi Justin. Just saying.
I broke. We ain't got it.
But yeah, putting it on the Facebook Live made it a more of a destination event.
Yeah, and so you start with
That's
that
a hell of a way to show yourself. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you start with and again, I mean, just as the pre-show just existed on its own before doing it on the Facebook here. You know,
Let's play
just
all the
on
promos. Here we go.
Yeah, on YouTube and all the places. That was still a cool place to be because you're still out there. You're basically the promo for the network, which is still a good place to be.
Right.
But this time, like, it was like, nah, like, this isn't even just promo for the network. This is a promo for the show. This is the start of the show.
And it felt like kind of a show in and of itself without being a different, lesser show. It was a hell of a chapter 1, man.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of standalone.
They got to be the hot open.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm in. I dig it.
So the match they kick off with is Buddy Murphy versus Cedric Alexander.
Who they have tremendous chemistry.
Dude, well, yeah, both of them have chemistry with anybody they're in there with.
True.
So when you have two guys that are like that in there together and it clicks, oh, man.
And
Who knew Buddy Murphy was this good?
Very few.
When
I'm not going to claim
when it was
that I
Blake
did.
and Murphy,
I liked them. I always liked them.
I liked them a lot too, but I had no idea this was in this dude, man.
Nah, man. Nah.
Like, has he stepped up and like learned all this stuff like new, or has he always been this good and just tailored to a tag team tactician at that point?
Best kept secret. That's his nickname. And secret's out.
My nickname is Mommy's Little Helper. I don't know what that means.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right. It's gonna be all right. You want that? Look, sometimes in those weird chats, Nathan will throw out things and immediately think to himself, "No, third rail, don't touch it." It's like if Becky has the man shirt, can I have the ma'am shirt?
And I think
M-A''A''M, the ma'am, the ma'am.
And I think Nathan thought Justin's going to think this is stupid and shoot it down.
No. I thought immediately before I even got to you and outside of my own brain, it's like, I don't like how that looks written down. That looks bad. I don't like it. And to which Justin's like, I don't know, man. Do what you got to do. Which is Justin's way of saying, I'm not touching that. It's third rail. But, I'm not going to shoot you down because I like watching people go down in flames, too.
You
It's
can
cool.
try.
Let me see what you got. Come on, ma'am.
The ma'am. Right
the
there.
ma'am.
You can try.
No, I can't.
It's out there now.
There ain't gonna be much.
Hashtag Nate Appreciation Day. Hashtag the ma'am.
The ma'am. Can you put an apostrophe in a hashtag?
No.
God damn it.
But you can still do MAAM.
Yeah.
The ma'am.
The ma'am. When the ma'am comes around. The marm? School marm? Is that what we want? No?
No.
Oh. Oh, for God's sake. But yeah, they had a fantastic spot towards the end of the match where Murphy takes the lumbar check.
Yeah.
And he's done because you don't kick out of the
Over with.
lumbar check.
Yep.
And rope break. I love a rope break in a situation like that. I can't possibly kick out. Hold on, I have one more potential way to escape. Dink. Just barely touching the rope at all. There it is. The ma'am.
Hashtag the ma'am.
that's gonna catch on.
You're welcome.
I don't want it to.
Hashtag Nate Appreciation Day. On hashtag Nate Appreciation Day, we can get things done. You had a small request.
No.
You wanted to be hashtag the ma'am.
The ma'am.
We can get this done.
Oh, God.
You're welcome.
Fighting. Mm-hmm. And then he dances. So we don't get a kick out from the lumbar check, but we do get a count break with a rope. And then it comes back with...
Protecting the finish.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also, the ropes is... Getting to the ropes is seen... I don't know what it's seen as anymore, but technically it's a heel move.
Kind of. Yeah.
Supposed to be.
And it is a little bit in this one as well, but it's also... the line between heel and face in 205 Live is nice and close.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and close. Because everybody there is a fantastic athlete.
Yep.
And usually the heels get by on their brains rather than their brawn or their ability. And the faces are all ability, but then they get outsmarted by the evil heel. And that's how it usually works. 205 Live blurs that line a whole... It doesn't really blur. It brings it together
Unless
closer.
it's the gulak.
All right. Yeah. The bad guys aren't garbage performers, and the good guys aren't stupid.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I ask. And it ends up being really good.
Yeah. Yep.
So then
hot open.
Murphy comes back. Murphy's Law gets the pin, gets the clean win.
Have you noticed, and I don't know if he started this,
What's
but
that?
it feels like it's a thing that's happening a lot now. And I know it's happened before, but it feels like it's happening more often.
What's that?
Especially with Murphy. When he goes for the pinfall after Murphy's Law, like basically sitting on his chest and pulling his one foot back like by the heel.
Uh-huh.
That's his pinning combination.
Has his own unique kind of pin.
Yeah. I've noticed, but pulling, well, I mean, I get it. The weight is different if you're pulling that high up.
Well, I mean, it's
happening a lot.
I like seeing it because it looks like an extra... Because they're not going to break out that pin anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
This is I need absolute maximum leverage. I'm going to use this entire leg as a lever to keep this individual down. I'm going to go to the furthest point and exert the most effort in order to keep them down.
Mm-hmm.
I dig it. I love a progressive pin. The laying on ain't going to do it. The one leg ain't going to do it. Hooking both legs ain't going to do it. Rolling deep ain't going to do
That's one
it.
I don't see often.
What's that?
Like both leg roll up.
Scoop both legs?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you see it, you see in them roll deep, but then it ends up being a deep kick out.
Yep.
And it's always good. But I like as the pinning combination progresses as we don't drink it. Ew. What's that on your cup? You got lipstick on your cup.
Left eye.
And a nose.
It's left eye.
No, it's a mouth and a nose. There's no eye in that. Or team.
Hi, Lisa.
Huh?
Lisa.
Ooh.
Left eye.
Oh. So, there's your open. And
Hot
then,
open.
Yes. And then it's time for some weirdness.
I was surprised that this was here, but when you see how the card progresses.
As far as fit within the Facebook show, the 3-match Facebook show, and the overall card, I don't want this on the main card, but I wanted to show somewhere.
Yes.
And as the middle kind of come-down match in the 3-match Facebook thing, it's a good place.
Yeah.
And a good match for that spot.
So
Was it good? Okay.
It was,
That's what it was.
Yeah. Elias and Bobby Lashley in a ladder match.
Now, I heard
The
this was...
almighty Bobby Lashley.
Oh, that's very good branding.
God, I love that.
It is. It's one of those things I'm surprised nobody's used that before.
I know, right?
So this match, I thought this was originally supposed to be like a guitar on a pole match or something. Or,
Essentially, it's a ladder match with the guitar hanging from the top.
And whoever gets it is supposed to
Gets
be able
to
to
use
use it. But then they change it to whoever gets it wins?
I guess essentially.
Kinda?
Yeah.
I don't know. I always feel that a match like this, I always feel like Booker T just explained the rules to me, and I'm a little confused.
Yeah.
I was like, hold on. Can we get somebody else to explain it to me? Like Funaki, for Christ's sake?
Yeah.
How do I get to be number one, Funaki?
Indeed. I don't.
.com. Saying I need a new job.
And again, it was fine.
You know what? I'm willing to say I like this in a weird. I I was expected to go into this and be like, I got a lot of stuff I'm going to hate and a few things I'm going to like. And then I saw this, which is something going in. I'll just be honest. I was like, all right, I'm going to hate this. I like that Bobby Lashley's doing stuff, but I feel like they're giving him too much for what he's given back. And then it's like, hey, Leo Rush is doing okay. I like seeing him having a good spot on here. And I love Elias. Man, I hope Elias gets a little bit of a bump from this. But, man, I don't think they're going to put him over Lashley. And then what I get was a bunch of weird stuff. And then a feel-good moment with Elias snaking a victory. And if this ends the little rivalry, man, I'm fantastic with that. And it doesn't hurt Bobby Lashley.
No.
He gets a reason to be a mean a-hole.
Yep.
Bad thing.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley's weird finisher thing, where he like has him on the shoulder and then like throws him down as he's falling down.
It's like a bad version of the big ending.
Yeah, it's like a big separation as he rolls them off to the ground. He did that with the ladder onto Elias. Like he literally could have just dropped it, and it would have had more impact.
Yeah.
Like it would have been more effective if he lifted it over his head and just like lightly tossed it down, and it would have looked more effective.
Nathan, he did the finisher to the ladder.
Oh my God, that ladder had a step stool. I don't know.
Step family?
It's good. It's good. Hold on. Nope, can't beat it.
All right.
That's good. So, yeah, Elias gets a feel-good match in the week. Anytime we see a guitar breaking, I'm kind of happy. I don't know why. Maybe it's the woodwind player in me.
This time, though, it was Lashley gets a hold of the guitar and
Yep.
breaks it over Elias.
Oh, I didn't say I care who gets hit with it. I just like a guitar breaking.
Well, to me, that just signifies that it's not over.
I know.
So-
I know.
We'll see. Well, I mean, I think they have a rematch next week, don't they?
Okay.
So maybe it's over then.
What's up, new Raw?
Yeah.
How you doing? Man, I can't wait to see Seth versus Dolph. Oh, it's a good match, for Christ, man.
Yeah.
Can we give it a rest for like ever? Like I want to see.
I want to see new matchups.
Yeah, I want to see Dean versus, I don't know, Tyler Breeze. It seems like a good idea. Crowd had no idea who he was.
I know, right?
And then he won him over by the end of the match.
Because he's great.
Because he's great.
He is
Meanwhile,
great.
NXT is like, just like, okay. Well, Tyler Breeze came back for an NXT show to challenge Ricochet because, yes, please.
Yeah.
And the crowd, probably 80 to 90% heterosexual males, Tyler's gorgeous.
Tyler's gorgeous.
And nobody has a problem with it. You know why?
Because he is.
Because he's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also sliding up into some DMs of some sort. And I was like, well,
He's
all
a
right.
married man.
Fair play to Prince Pretty.
Yeah. Totally.
What am I gonna do? Be mad? Like, nah. Good job. Go ahead.
Tyler's gorgeous.
Hey, yes, he is. Yes, he is.
I'll chant along all day because he is.
So we get to the final match of the Facebook show, and this is the first match of the show.
Yes, the show
It gets a fantastic distinction of being the end of the Facebook show, but after the pre-show and the first match on the main card.
So I want to say this first. Like at first I'm like, wait.
A convergence or a conflation, depending on your
because
viewpoint.
they didn't say that at first. They didn't explain that was happening. So like I was like, wait, we didn't get the MMC finals here?
Yeah.
It's like, what is happening? And then they go into promo. The mixed match, the card's gonna kick off with mixed match challenge. Blah 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 blah. I was like, what? That's gonna kick off the card? Because at this point, they didn't say we're staying on Facebook. They go into the whole, here's the production for the opening of the pay-per-view. Then they come back and we're still live on Facebook. I was like, oh,
Give them a gift, yo.
I see what they're doing.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
They're giving you a real show as the pre-show.
Yeah.
The pre-show has been an afterthought and where people get banished. Like, oh, you built a program? Too bad for you.
Yeah.
Too bad. Sorry, Finn, you're not going to be on the WrestleMania WrestleMania DVD. It's like, oh, bullshit, right? Yeah. Bullshit. But, man.
This was great.
Pre-show doesn't mean what it did anymore.
Yeah.
And you know what? Ooh, so good. Ooh.
Yeah, and so here you have
So
the
good.
Mixed Match Challenge Finals. It's Mahalisha versus Fabulous Truth.
And if we get anything out of this SmackDown this past week, this mixed match idea isn't something they're going to shy away from too much.
Nope.
And they're getting a better feel for what it kind of is and can be. There's more fluidity to it. And it's not as stilted as it used to be. So I was like, all right, Girl time is over. Time for man time. Man time. All right, man time. Everybody out of the pool. Girls, get in there. Have at it. Look at them go.
When is tool time?
It starts Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. Facebook.com/WrestlePalsVA.
Boom, 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 boom. My wife, Elena.
All right. So we get the mixed match challenge. It's going to be, first of all, I'm so happy at this.
Yes.
Because there really could have been anybody else. But, okay, the teams we get, Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox.
Mahalisha.
Love them both.
Mm-hmm.
And R-Truth, who I can tolerate sometimes, but you know what?
Right now, he's
good.
magic.
He's doing the work, man.
Yep.
Always has, and you know what? He's found a spot. And Carmella's like, I'm going to get in on that.
Mm-hmm.
And they're both building off of each other without one of them having to be like a hanger-on to the other.
And, Carmella could have taken this and just been like,
I ain't going to do nothing with this.
yeah. Nah, she went in full throttle, and she's joined, and
She's made R-Truth's entrance feel cohesive. It always felt all over the place before, but now it feels like it has a purpose, and it's okay. Him just saying what's up to nobody is kind of, I don't want to say sad, but and then it always felt like it kind of weirdly got offbeat. But man, it has felt more locked in than ever, and when it's locked in, it feels good.
Again, it goes back to that conversation we always have of committing. You got to commit to it. And
Like the Singh brothers.
That is what you can say about this match. Is all four of these people, and if you want to count the single, all six, completely 100% committed to what they're doing.
And there was always something fun to be shown.
Yes,
And that's it makes for a damn good show. Wrestling,
Speaking
maybe
of
not, but you
commitment.
know what? Oh boy, here we go.
Woo.
Oh, is it the one with her being?
Show you my emails.
There's, you know what? That was a fun little Twitter thing where people were captioning that,
Yeah,
including you.
I did not.
And you were like, "Hey, what's it sound like inside your?"
Oh, come on, give me a
Sorry.
break.
All right,
I do one thing that was accidentally ghoulish.
it was on accident because I know you're genuine, which is weird. So the mixed match challenge. What I loved about this matchup, first of all, did not expect these two to be in the finals,
No, not at all.
and second of all, I think these are the only two teams that have the original members still.
Yes.
With a Balor being pulled out for Apollo going in, right?
Yeah.
I think that was the last team that was still an original team. Miz and Asuka.
Miz and Asuka, Dayglow,
All right.
and Day One Glow or whatever it is, and then Rusev Day, Rusev and Lana Day.
But still, this is still an original team.
Mm-hmm.
And teams that felt weirdly thrown together at the beginning of it
Yes.
that became cohesive by the end of it.
Yes.
Jinder and Alicia Fox.
And that was the story too. That's the one that commentary kept putting forth.
What's that?
Is no, they won this. Sure, they were the long shots, but they were a team by the end of it.
Yeah.
Too cool for school.
I was told to stop being a ghoul.
Yeah.
My response, nah.
I also have to say, you're being more ghoulish than I was because you can't be accident. Ghoul implies that
There's purpose.
there's purpose.
Purpose.
What I said was
not
not ghoulish.
It's not going to hold up in court, man. It's not. Accidental ghoul.
Hashtag accidental ghoul.
It's Ghoul Appreciation Day.
Hashtag Nate Appreciation.
Shut
Day.
up. I'm going to run out of room with all these hashtags. I can't shorten my name anymore. That's it. Nah, Appreciation Day. That what you want?
Hashtag nah.
Nah, Appreciation. We can cut that down to nap. Nap Day. Hashtag Nap Day. Good night,
Cut
everybody.
it down to NAD. Hashtag NAD.
I've been called worse.
Hey, NAD.
All right. Oh, my God. Like, that was a weird insult. Like, it wasn't even 80s. It was like 92. 92, everybody's like, I'm going to kick you in the nads and nards. It's like, shut up. God, it just sounds awful even all these years later.
Your thingies?
I'm fine with that. No, I've come to terms with my thingies. Sister.
So this wasn't like, again, no match to write home about. But this was fun.
Yes.
This was a fun match. This was a perfect main event for the pre-show. And blended wonderfully because it felt like the close of the first stuff rather than the actual first match of the card.
Yes.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Dug it the most.
And,
Plus,
and it was a resolution to the Mixed Match Challenge storyline, which developed a storyline somewhere around
Yes.
halfway through. It's like, oh, these matches have reason.
yes. And then it gives 4 people who work really hard and deserve to be on the pay-per-view, puts them on the pay-per-view.
Yeah. Foxy on pay-per-view.
That's great.
The Singh brothers dancing on pay-per-view.
It's I see a lot of people complaining. I mean, that's just what they do. But man, I don't know how you complain about this. I really don't. Like, if you, because of the implication, just look at what it is. Like, this is what it is.
How many championships are in that ring?
Let's see. Truth has God knows how many U.S. title reigns. 1 or 2 intercontinental.
They have a couple. They
And
have
then
any
a bunch of
reigns?
tags.
Yeah. And
then-
Carmella was a SmackDown Women's Champion, a 2-time, right?
1.
One time. Just
time.
one?
Just once.
Okay.
And then
And
Alicia
Jinder-
won the Divas Championship once. And then Jinder, former WWE champion and former U.S. champ.
Oh my God, he's gonna be Grand Slam champ one day.
I don't see any reason why not.
I'm excited. Working a little twin magic, Jinder
is-
and the Sings.
Truth is so close. He just needs
What's he need?
he needs one of the worlds.
Nah, he ain't getting it. Sorry.
Not at this point.
Nah.
He's 55.
Look, if that happens, no, he's 73. I thought.
You're right. 73.
Born in 73. 1873.
Born on the 4th of July.
Was he?
No.
You
I
gotta-
was just referring that he's shitting on himself.
for Christ's sake.
Off the rails.
Fantastic.
Fabulous Truth wins.
Yeah, and it was a rough transition because Carmella has been getting some good transitions into that code of silence, and I love to see it when she breaks it out.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a little rocky into it, but we got to it
Yep.
and finished it. And then it was like, okay, what do we do with that? Oh, they get a trip for some reason and 30th spot in each of their respective rumbles, which I like that it's going to be a little bit of excitement for who's going to be number 30.
Ooh.
It's not going to be a surprise. I think they've screwed themselves with having 30 be a surprise
Yeah.
and it not be a big name who's going to clear house for no damn reason.
Right. 30 spot in Rumble. Are you going to give it to one of these people who's not going to win? Again, I said this last week.
Yeah, but they
How
could
many
have.
times does number 30 win anyway?
They're going to have a nice little storyline going into it. It's
Yes.
like, this is going to be my best chance. I'm excited for this.
Yes.
And then Truth's going to come out number 3.
Oh, my bad.
Yes. I was like, it's pretty late. I got to go home. I'm not used to being here this late in the show. This is terrible.
Then come out again at 10.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my bad.
It's that new math. I'm scared. He's going to come out 30 in the women's rumble, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be great.
Oh, my bad.
Didn't say which rumble. Just said number 30.
Yeah. And they're going to Stamford, Connecticut, by the way.
Okay, look. I know they've got something
Oh, yeah.
in mind.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna go there. And they're gonna make weird promos. They're gonna take over because they purposely included they're going to the studios now and they're going to the corporate office. So they're gonna do dumb stuff in the studios.
I like it.
We're gonna get a weird offshoot of Edge and Christian show that totally reeks of awesomeness, but it's gonna be Truth and Carmella. Yeah. And I'm okay with this. And Tony Chimmel for some reason.
The Rated R Superstar.
Oh, I saw somebody post that JoJo is to Elias what Chimmel was to Edge, and that
Ladies and gentlemen, Elias.
that should have gone back and listened to that so many times. It's really good every single time. Like that should happen whenever he's introduced for anything ever.
Did you see this week?
Like
He didn't even come out to play. Like Bobby Lashley was in the ring,
right?
and suddenly you just hear, instead of his music, you just hear, ladies and gentlemen, Elias. And then he comes running out.
It's great.
That's amazing.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. That's awesome.
So Truth is going to be in the Rumble. Carmella's going to be in the Rumble. They're both
30.
number 30. They fought and they won for a reason.
Yeah.
It was good stuff.
Yep.
And now we're going to get some weird comedy bits in the meantime. Are they going to win? Nah.
No, not likely.
But you know what? Fun.
Absolutely fun. And again, it made the Mixed Match Challenge have a meaning.
A storyline that doesn't have to involve a championship.
Yep.
I'm good with this. Now I guess we finally get to the Cardi card.
Mm-hmm.
Because next we had the triple threat tag match. And I think you said it during our chat thing was like, oh, they're doing this to him again.
Yeah.
Putting the SmackDown tag right up. Because I got to tell you, especially with this week, we see how deep the SmackDown roster is as far as tag teams go. It's really good.
Yeah. And
And I'm going to say this. We talk about like as far as who is SmackDown, who is Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Like Brock is so Raw, it's ridiculous.
Yep.
I feel like, and Danny Bryan's very SmackDown,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like the Usos have just taken up that mantle of we are the SmackDown guys.
Yeah.
If they went over to Raw, it would feel wrong.
Yep.
New Day can go to Raw, they'd be fine. Bar can go to Raw, it'd be fine. Anybody else can go to Raw. The Usos, they're SmackDown dudes.
The wrestlers is, I think, what you're trying to imply.
They're just really good.
Yeah.
Dude. You can't take away their flying. You can't take away their super kicks, man.
No. I mean, what can you say? Again, these three, it's going to be a great match.
Mm-hmm. And anybody can win, and that's kind of the thing going into the triple threats for the night. And honestly, for all of these matches, anybody could win anyway,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be okay. Because we're in that weird spot between now and the Rumble where it's like usually just quick transition time, quick turnaround time to get to Rumble, which kind of resets things for the road to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. So New Day going for their another title, but they don't need it. Usos going for another title, but they also kind of don't need it, but could take it very easily.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bar, who's
The Bar.
the Bar. When Woods says it right, it's the best thing. Because Kofi backs on the Bar. Fun stuff. Bar ends up retaining, and okay. But I think that was addressed on the SmackDown last night.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, it's just these three over and over again. Gallows and Anderson, I'm so happy to see him.
Oh, and like meaningful Gallows and
Yeah.
Anderson. Like they came out and it meant something. Like they weren't just there to put somebody over.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't just there to have a good match.
Or to do some network shilling.
Which,
It
and
was,
again, all these things are important
Yeah.
and it keeps you employed.
But let's never forget how good wrestlers they are and use that.
And I love that they mentioned that. We are the legit
Nah.
best tag team.
We are the grill legit.
legit
Oh, man.
best tag team.
Because you could see in his face like, shit.
Yep.
I'm never going to hear the end of this. I think Gallows just falls in that same deal of, I messed up, I'm going to be the first one to acknowledge it and joke myself.
Yeah.
I said grill legit. Grill legit to quit.
But they came out and it was meaningful and they said, hey, look, you guys aren't the only tag teams here. We great.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to kick your face off.
They're the grill legitist. I'm done. I'm sorry.
But anyway,
That's some dumb shit I would do, and I would be happy that I did it.
so, I mean, to me, like that's the only thing SmackDown's been lacking is I love the Bar. I love the New Day. I love the Usos.
If I see any combination of those three, I'm happy for a good long time.
And they're going to put on a great match no matter what combination.
Yeah.
But man, we need to see something different. We have to.
It's what Tuesday did was say, this is really good. This can be even better.
Mm-hmm.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
Abs Anderson definitely did not mention his hot Asian wife, which was,
Well, he got a little excited.
yeah.
It's time to kick faces.
Abs Anderson.
Time to go get paid.
Old
Hoot.
double A. Yeah.
You know what? Fantastic.
Yep.
Oh, I hear they were thinking about bringing the Talking Shop, like original Talking Shop, kind of back, like outside of Gordy Canuck. I hate Gordy Canuck.
I want to reach out to Gallows and Anderson and
Do
see
it.
if they want to do Super Secret Project. I don't know what they would do, what voices, but I know that they would probably do it.
Chad Too Bad and Sex Ferguson, man. It's not going to be Tex.
Sex Ferguson, buddy.
Yes, that's right.
Never heard of him.
Why would you?
when I interviewed him, when we interviewed him on YWS,
Uh-huh.
like the second time, I go, we got to ask you, Sex Ferguson, buddy. Never heard of him.
It's awesome. Fantastic. But yeah, man. Their style too. They're New Day has done a fantastic job of having like the different teams, different combinations for different styles. Bar is two big brawlers.
Yep.
Usos two kind of high flyers, but still good wrestlers on top of that. Gallows and Anderson show that mix of styles. So you have gear changes between the two of them.
Being able to wrestle and being able to bruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, dig it.
And, I don't know, Kia!
Yes.
Every once in a while, you're going to get a karate kick.
That's right. That's a karate kick.
Jesus Christ.
That's right.
And then Sanity showing they're not going to be forgotten, too.
Yep.
And we've seen...
We were here first. We did it first.
Like,
We beat you to it.
Sometimes if you're like really quiet, you can hear Eric Young wherever he is.
Yes.
Because it resonates. It bounces off the ionosphere, it comes back and resonates the ground. You know how they would like listen for buffalo, like put their ear down? It's like, oh, I hear them. Nah, man. Like,
Can't do that in RDR. You have to push both joysticks to kind of track them.
Sucks. Pushing in joysticks is the worst.
Not my
Stinks.
favorite.
Nah. You know my thing? Aim and fire at everything. Man, woman, child, possum.
I found some fucked up shit in that game. Okay. We'll talk about it after.
Yeah.
Before we get to the script writing. The tag division's finally making some moves. So, like, we got to move on to the next one, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, we got to get through some stuff.
One of the matches, I was like, Corbin's been pushing it as, oh, I'm going to win by forfeit. Strowman's not showing up, which, of course, means Strowman's showing up. Mm-hmm. In what capacity? Who knows?
But they're saying, he's still injured. And they definitely, like, if you're watching behind the scenes, like, I don't know if he's ready to come back. I guess he can be a short squash, I guess, maybe. You know what they did?
Something fun.
They did something fun. And this could have been, like...
This could have been garbage.
This easily could have been garbage.
Could have been hot garbage.
Looking at it, you look at it, and if you just read down what happened, it's like,
yeah,
cool, man. But you know what? Fun.
It was fun.
Corbin has been this just a-hole, picking on people, punishing people, being unfair to people, and I'll be damned if he doesn't get a convergence of just all of his ills have come back upon him.
Yeah. Well, and number one, how fun is it? Like, this is important in wrestling, and it's something that has been sorely lacking in WWE. Bad guys getting their comeuppance.
By smart faces.
Yes. Baby faces need some shine.
They try to do the right thing. Because, yeah, man, I hate when the baby face just overcomes.
Yeah.
I like it when they're smart. Mm-hmm. They're capable. They're good at what they do. It's fun stuff.
Chris, I still wanted to hear Strowman say, "Get these hands," or "Get this hand." So Strowman does come out. Mm-hmm. Slater gets to kind of.
First of all, I know Slater's new as a ref. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. Why'd you stop counting? Like, you ruined this.
Well,
6. Roar!
Well, here it comes.
No, 7, 8, 9, 10. Done.
Mm-mm. Did you hear him last Monday? When he was going, 1 minute left, guys. I was like, oh, I'm going to try to ignore this.
Yes,
Poor
please
guy. Poor guy.
Whatever, man. Look, man, a ref's an important job.
Yeah.
And the fact that we're getting Slater on TV. And
1 minute left, guys. 1
they
minute.
got to the size.
Never heard John Cone do that.
Well, John Cone's great.
Yeah.
You ever see him sell a busted ring?
Yes. Oh, fuck. 1 minute left, guys.
1 minute. He's projecting.
It's like basically shouting. It's like,
well, go home.
I guess we know when this match is ending.
All right, let's get the timer. And oh shit,
1
minute.
Commercial break. Okay.
For Christ's
1.5.
Leave him alone, man.
I'm not mad. That's what I said. I tried to ignore it.
Oh, Becky got called out for calling a spot later in the show too.
Yeah.
Though I don't blame her.
Yeah.
Closer. Closer. Hey, you see that ladder you're gonna throw me onto? Bring it closer, please. I'd like to be able to walk again. Ever. So Strowman comes out, and Strowman can't do anything because of the arm, but he's got all the heels there backing him up. Good spot for Apollo. Mm-hmm. Getting to come out and be a little vicious, a little bit aggressive, and smart. Balor getting to come out and have a feel-good, fun moment of getting smashing down this a-hole that's kind of been punishing him, and smart. You've got Slater pulling off the ref gear when it was time to throw down. Mm-hmm. Smart. Biding his time and doing the right thing when it came time to do it. Who else was in there? Rude and Gable.
Yep.
Who overcame odds to take the tag titles. And I can't wait to see a revamping of the Raw tag.
I hope.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah. I think
because that's actually what people are saying. Yes, punish that a-hole.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not going to change that phrasing at all.
That's what you.
The Bucks actually in the being the elite this week. That's how they ended the show. Is with a note to Triple H that said, "We've seen what you done to the tag division, and no thanks." Super kick.
I'm sorry. I love you. Super kick.
This was fun.
Yeah.
This was a blast.
Yeah.
And again, good guys get to shine. Bad guy gets some comeuppance. Massive heat on Corbin.
Good for him.
I love that they made him the scapegoat. Even obviously it's not, and he took it. Like, that's great.
Yeah.
And he ran with it.
He'll be able to do some more with it on the other side of it.
I just hope that heat transfers, because now that he's not in a management role, hopefully people still boo him. That's all I hope.
You know what he did is he slowed down, and he became a wet blanket on everything, and a looming presence. And you know what, man, I feel like that's something that is the magic that makes that transition. Because I was having a chat with somebody other than you about wrestling. Amazing, right? Talking about the difference between like the people that transcended in like 80s and beforehand. There were people that had natural charisma and they broke through, and then it felt like the charisma carried them first, and then the skills came next, and they all kind of fit together. But it had to be this magic moment that would hit like 1%. And it feels like WWE now is kind of a factory trying to build good performers and then cultivate charisma, and that's a really hard thing to do. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it pops, but until it's picked up and runs and thrives and flourishes on its own, hi Becky Lynch, it's usually feels forced, and it doesn't quite get there. And Corbin was a prime example of that. Look, he got the skills and the moveset, but when it came charisma time, it was just kind of like rah 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 flailing around.
Yeah.
But man, he settled into this role, took his time, smarmy a-hole, and just rolled with who he is, cranked up who he is, which is just this wet blanket of an individual who's is able to stomp and smush on everybody and uses that power to his advantage. And it's been great.
Yep.
I'm glad it's gone,
Right.
but it's been great.
Great in the bad way.
We had resolution.
Yes.
What, I'm going to boo him? It's like,
Yeah.
cool, man.
Yeah, I'm going to boo him because he's a jerk.
Look,
like the guy.
everything that's been bad about authorities was it never ended.
Yes.
And it carried on for months and months and months. This carried on for a bit, and now it's over.
Now it's over. Definitively.
Yeah.
So that moves us on to...
It was a good, fun match.
Yep.
Next was, again, something I didn't... Okay, this is I think now we're getting into, finally, the weird transcendence of women's wrestling. I mean, it's been a coming. Every TLC, they have a ladders match, they have a tables match, they have a chairs match, and they have a TLC match. And it's usually about that format, right? This is a women's tables match, and they didn't make a big deal about it. It was just like, no, this is the one that has to be that match. What match does the tables match fit best? This is the one. And damn if they weren't right.
Yep.
Natty has always been really good, but she's never been kind of the top. She's always been the perennial also ran.
Yeah.
But that means she's never getting like really near a title, and if she does, it's kind of okay, cool, good for her.
Yeah.
She deserves it. Clap, 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 clap. All right, I'm bored. Don't mean that as anything mean.
She's a good hand.
As the division has evolved and expanded, there's room for a mid-card grudge match, and I'll be damned if Natty ain't a good place for it.
Absolutely.
And you have equal opportunity agitators on the other side saying, hey, let's play.
Yeah.
And I'll be damned if I cared a lot about this feud.
Yes.
It was fun.
It was
fun. Good, and we got some good feel-good moments out of it.
And Ruby
you got
rules.
to cheer for Natty
Yeah.
against these evil women who you also don't hate.
Yeah.
But you know they're bad. But you're really good at being bad. But it's like, oh, boo, that's gone too far. Good job.
And it completes a story that started actually technically a while ago, because not only just Natty versus the Riott Squad over Neidhart's glasses, it goes back to Ronda coming in, and the Riott Squad got in their way. So it's not...
And there's also another part of the storyline that's kind of flipped on it, which gives you a little bit of a you're okay with the thought process. The thought process makes sense of the heel characters.
Mm-hmm.
Their thing is, you've been given this.
Yeah.
Congratulations on being born into a legacy.
Yeah.
We fought to get here, and we're ready to take you down.
Yeah. And again, like giving the Riott
the
Squad.
heels make sense.
Yeah. Giving and that's always what makes a great heel.
Yeah.
Is somebody who
A little bit of truth, man.
there's that tiny bit of truth that you cling on to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just what you do with that bit of truth and those actions that you take because of that truth.
You know who sums that up best? Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe is that little
Speaks
bit of
nothing
truth.
but truth.
Yeah, and is an asshole about it all the time.
Yes.
And it's great.
It's the best.
Boo! Joe,
Yes.
Joe, Joe, Joe. Boo! Joe, Joe, Joe. Is he really doing this? Yes, he is.
Yes, he
You know
is.
what? Brought out good stuff out of Jeff.
Out of Jeff.
And Joe gave back to Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because you haven't won a title in 2 years here. And Joe's like, oh, you son of a... As the most excited I've been for Jeff. Never excited for a Jeff promo. Never. I like
Yeah.
what he does. I like his entrance. I love everything about him. And then they give him a mic, and it's like, all right. Jeff.
Jeff's got nipples.
Sorry. But the grain of truth in the Riott Squad, I'm burping up chicken stuff. I know it stinks. I'm sorry.
All right.
All right. The Riott Squad has that grain of truth, and
And a table with Jim the Anvil Neidhart on it.
dude, I hope the Anvil would see that and go, all right, y'all.
Natty said as much. I mean, obviously, she can't speak for
Well,
her dead father, but
yeah.
like, she's like, I think Daddy would have loved that.
Yeah, it's wrestling. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And I felt like this was a mean comment somebody made. It's like, hey, this is the most relevant run Jim the Anvil Neidhart's had. It's like, come on, man. But, hey, he's relevant, and it's working for his daughter,
Yeah.
giving her a reason to fight, and I
don't know.
wanted to cheer
Heart
for
Foundation 97.
All
Oh,
right,
I think that was the most relevant.
that. All right, calm down.
Just saying. Don't be a dick about it.
Don't be a dick about it. It's just a general rule of thumb.
Don't
And-
be dicks.
Yeah.
This was a fun match.
We had to deal with the entire Riott Squad. And
All three of them got to shine a little bit.
all of them. Everybody in the match got a fun little spot, man. Liv
Almost
showing that there's a team, and they even called it. Announcers good to pick up on that. Taking the bullet for Ruby and taking that first table, and everybody went, "Oh Jesus Christ!"
Yeah.
She ain't shying away from it.
Nope.
Good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Good for her. Sarah Logan also takes another one.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh God, wasn't it early in this match? It's like, I can't remember if it was this. No, it was the triple threat at the end. It was like one of the tables broke like 6 inches from the end. It's like, I don't know if it's supposed to break there. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like, oh, hit it a little low, hit it a little low.
Mm-hmm.
Beside the point.
Yes.
So Natty is able to foil
Even the
these
odds.
dastardly outsiders,
Mm-hmm.
even the odds, and then take it into the next gear by breaking out. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know how psychology works.
But I'm
if
going to put you through you.
yes, this is symbolic of me destroying you with the only thing that can, yourself. I'm fighting your inner battle. That's ROH's next pay-per-view. Inner battle. What do you sound like on the inside?
I deleted the tweet.
You want
God damn
you
it.
know my answer? Oh, I can't do it in smiles.
I quit.
Oh,
I'm done.
oh no! Flip Gordon wins the match. Oh, terrible. Sorry, sir. I'm sorry. Natty gets the win, and Ruby looks amazing doing it. And Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan taking good spots where there doesn't necessarily need to be, man. Real man of science. That hit my foot. My foot is energized now. It's fantastic. Is that the mango?
Mm-hmm.
Good for you. Good for you. So this match, again, it's a women's match that gets one of the stipulations for the show, and it fit. And this was the match that it fit in perfectly. Could it have been the chairs match? Sure. No real place for a ladder unless you want to put the jacket up on the ladder or something, but it earned the stipulation because it was a grudge match that needed to be finished. And there's another match on the card later that could have benefited from anything. But we'll get to that. It's a coming. Thoughts on that match? Did you dig it?
Yes. I quit.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir. Drew McIntyre's a man.
Mm-hmm.
You want to keep going
Mm-hmm.
to the next one?
Next.
Oh. Finn Balor, Drew McIntyre, next match. And this is another one where it felt like, okay, what is this, a Raw match? Cool. And I wasn't excited for it. And then, I'll be damned if it doesn't get good. And we get the same kind of deal like we did with the Elias and Lashley thing, where the good guy gets to win by being kind of smart. And we get some development with Dolph.
Mm-hmm.
Dolph gets to kind of do something. And end up kind of half-ass costing McIntyre the match, and McIntyre gets to lose, and it means something since he's been as protected as he is, and it means something for Balor, and it doesn't hurt McIntyre. It's a fantastic spot for both of them. They both get to move on from there.
Work is hard.
All right, you. I'm sorry. And then we get a little backstage stuff with Balor and Dolph later, showing that no, this doesn't necessarily make Dolph straight face now all of a sudden, just because he turned against McIntyre a little bit. So Dolph gets to walk that weird, like, little kind of tweener line where I think he's gonna do good.
I think he's just realized it's never gonna happen. Like, it is never gonna happen for him.
What does he want?
I don't know.
Does he want to be top face or does he want to be top heel?
I don't know if there's anything that he particularly wants. I just feel like he's worked really. The thing is, like, I get it. Like, I love the guy. Great wrestler. There's nothing wrong with being Mr. Perfect. There really isn't.
Yeah.
Dude's a Hall of Famer. Like, a legend in the business. There's nothing wrong with that.
The Mr. Perfect could have been a perennial U.S. champ or Intercontinental champ at any time during his career, and looked good holding it, and it made sense.
Mm-hmm.
Did he need to be world champ at any time?
Would have been nice.
Would have been nice. Was it necessary?
Nope.
No. And you know what? You still look back at it fondly, and you can say, man, he's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay. Dolph's going to have respect in the long run, but I think if he... I like where I've liked his direction so many times in the past, and then just seems to kind of go nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what it is. What magic is it that he needs? Does he need the right opponent? Does he need to revamp something? Does he need to either not be heel and not be face and just be somewhere in the middle and just be a rabble rouser? Does he need to? Is he going to hurt himself by trying to be the next Shawn Michaels? Is he going to hurt himself by trying to be the next anybody else other than him?
I think the time has just passed.
You think so?
I think
his stock is just that.
I think he just was clinging on to script, and then like those moments where he went outside of script that got him in trouble, like that wouldn't get him in trouble now.
Yeah,
and if like the roster's just too stacked,
he's just got burned by the time he came in.
Yeah,
he was just 2 years ahead of his time.
About, yeah,
that stinks.
Yeah, well, and you think about it, like he kind of climbed the ladder pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And, got those world championship reigns, however short they were.
Yeah. You can't take it away from him, but
no, he has yet to have a main event match except for the one with Miz.
Now, do you think those world championships might have been something that is holding him back?
Possibly.
Would Kofi have the same love that people have for him now if he had been a former world champion?
Probably not.
So maybe there's something to this, because maybe this is a discussion for another time about those, hey, greatest that never were kind of deals. Would they be as great if they achieved greatness? If Dolph had never had those world championship runs, again, however short they were, would he be one of those guys that's like, man, I can't wait for him to break through? Oh, he's right at the top of that mid card, but man, I could see him on the main stage. I could see him being a main eventer. Well, he's been there, and he's had to step back from it.
Yep.
Does that make it so people are never excited about it if it does happen?
It's hard to say because you think about all the times he's been given. Again, the only time he was ever in a true main event match that should have been. Well, no, I have to give him credit. The match with Rollins, the Iron Man match this year.
Yeah.
Even though the crowd was dicks and out, that was a main event match. but the main event the match with Miz that should have been a main event
Yeah.
when it was career versus Intercontinental Championship. That should have been a main event.
Yeah.
Then he was in legitimate main events that really shouldn't
I
have
think
been.
that was one of the first times we said the Intercontinental title could have.
It should have.
Could have mained.
I think it was No
this.
Mercy.
And there was no reason it couldn't have.
No, because the triple threat for WWE Championship opened the show. So there's no reason that shouldn't have main evented. Was it Bray and Kane or something was the main?
I don't know. I don't care. And that stinks.
Yeah, or Bray and Orton, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ick to that as well. But yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know where he goes. But you know what? You know what I think he's going to benefit from the most if they really are taking this whole kind of shake-up type thing seriously? More matches. I want to see Dolph versus Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
I want to see Dolph versus Drew, legit.
Yeah.
I want to see Dolph versus Elias.
Yeah.
I want to see Dolph versus Apollo. I want to see Dolph versus Balor. Give that a nice fun run with him not being hindered into any story. It's just a match for the sake of a match.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Is that what it
I want to
is?
see Dolph versus. Oh no, I don't want to see that.
Can Dolph just not tell a story?
I don't know. Have you ever been invested in a Dolph story?
Yes.
Okay. The career versus.
Well, that one, yes, was amazing.
That was very good.
But the
that one felt like it was like fail safe, and it was with him, and I'm glad it was with him.
Hey, J. Paul. The one I thought was Soul Survivor. When he was Soul Survivor, I thought he was going to win the Royal Rumble. I thought that was the one.
Nah, this dude's got the magic. I always feel like he's got that weird, like, just a slightly bastardized version of that Shawn Michaels magic.
Yeah. I think that would have been like 2014 going into, because the next pay-per-view was that same pay-per-view with Stairs.
Uh-huh.
And he wrestled Luke Harper for the Intercontinental Championship in a ladder match.
Good
and it was amazing.
Yeah.
And again, I'm like, oh my God, he's on his way.
Yeah.
And then they had the huge storyline with him, Ryback, and Rowan getting canned. And I was like, oh my God, this feels like they really might be doing something. And then D-Bry comes back and announces he's going to be in the Rumble. And I was like, oh, well, it's not happening for Ziggler. And then it doesn't happen for Bryan either.
Yeah.
Roman wins. LOL.
Yeah, it'll be nice cheering for him.
Yes. So we got on a tear about Ziggs here, but
hey, man.
Finn wins. I still quit.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Here's another match that I was not ready to be excited for because it felt, again...
You wrong, Jack.
I know.
I was super...
If
this
you
is
look,
one of the few I was super pumped about.
If you look at it on paper, Mysterio versus Randy Orton looks like
chairs match.
Looks like a fantastic SmackDown match.
Okay.
Not even main event. It feels like mid SmackDown, maybe even the Open. Could be a good show. Hey, could be a good show this week. And then, wait, no, hold on. Randy Orton's doing some of the best storytelling he's done in quite some time. When he steps up and he's a bad, evil bastard who doesn't feel the need to explain his actions, and he's just kind of like, yeah, I'm going to hurt him. I've decided he must hurt now. And attempts to just destroy who a person is. Dude, it's fun and exciting. The ripping of the mask, that's fun stuff.
Yeah.
And Rey Mysterio protecting his face like we've never seen it before. Like he didn't have an entire stint in WCW where he had like weird horns on his head for some reason.
You think about who the audience is now.
Yeah.
We know that.
We're rewarded for that.
But who is the real audience of the WWE? I mean, that's the big question.
And middle-aged women.
Okay.
No, that's not our show. Sorry. They gave him the chairs.
Oh my God. I thought this was just going to be like Randy just punishing Ray with the chair.
Yeah.
And Ray just doing his offense and, occasionally putting a chair in it. Ah, man, he used them chairs too, man.
Yeah,
that baseball slide out of the ring.
head first one?
Yeah, the head first.
The toboggan. Like they got to come up with a name for it.
I was like, what is he doing?
Why is he doing?
Oh my God,
he did it. Yeah, man, that was a hell of a spot of the match.
Two vets just putting it in.
And you know what? They're good on their own, storytelling and character and work wise. They could have just added the chairs as extras, but nah, man, they made it a focal point. It's as though they each have these three factors of character, storytelling, and their work, and both of them are really good at all three of those things. And instead of just working around this stipulation, they each incorporated that into their arsenal.
Yeah.
And their move sets, and it's just anytime I see a chair wedged in between the ropes in the corner, it makes me happy.
Again,
it's always fun.
Little things.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people would just kind of put the chair in there and then go do the move. Randy, nah, man. I'm making sure that thing's in there.
I don't want this to have any give.
Oh, God. Just like I want it to be as sinister as possible. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. That's a veteran doing veteran things. Veteran bad guy doing veteran bad guy things.
Uh-huh.
Like, I know this is going to hurt.
And Randy is... I feel like he's the only...
Randy!
Yes. I feel like he's the only one that, as far as heel with that main event pace, feels really good and really comfortable and never really gets... Never gets... I don't want to say boring, but is always fun to watch because he always has that intensity all the time, no matter how little he's doing.
Slower with more intensity.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's... It never disappoints. I'm always ready for it to disappoint. Like I said, I see it on paper, and I'm like, I don't care. Mm-hmm. And then I see it, and it's like, oh, yeah, these guys are good. When they set up the 4 chairs in a row, getting towards the ending there, I had no idea what they were going to do. I did not expect that.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to get the weird kind of indie spot of the 4 chairs facing each other and the power bomb through them. It's like, okay. Mm-hmm. That looks dangerous and awful. Let's never do that, guys.
Please.
Oh, they're going to do it. Why are they going to do it? Oh, no, we're going to be innovative. Yay! They made a chairs match that didn't have to be just a brutality fest, but still made it look brutal while enhancing their styles instead of subverting them. And it ended up being surprisingly fun. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Better than it should have been. And at this point, I'm saying to myself, okay, these are some of these matches that should be... well, hello there. These are some of those matches, all the matches that I've seen that I thought shouldn't be good.
Live on Instagram, too, by the way.
Is there a reason? Hello there.
We're just talking.
It happens.
Come watch us live if you want.
Yeah, yes, please.
On a Facebook.
Match that I didn't... Getting washed out. Look at you. Oh, no.
That's my eyeball.
This is my actual ball. Sorry. Of yarn.
I had an old lady check out my package.
What's that?
I had an old lady check out my package.
Oh, good for you. Wait, hold on. You said old... Wait, old what?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay. You know what? Hey, man. Good for her.
Yeah.
Recognize.
That's what I said. Good for her.
Recognizing greatness. That's what that is. So at this point in the show, I'm looking at these matches that I wouldn't and shouldn't have been excited for, and I've been like, hey, these are okay, and I'm digging them. Mm-hmm. What's up? Oh my God, now we're getting to matches I actually care about. I hope they don't disappoint.
Nah.
They don't.
They don't.
Well, I'm very excited
Didn't
that...
disappoint me, because I'm not a jerk.
Look, I know. I'm just saying I wanted a little more of something. There's a little bit of magic that wasn't there. Cool, we get to yell about it here in a minute. But it ain't this one. Ronda Rousey not main eventing.
Good.
But in like that, not main.
This hurts my hand.
But it's
my arm's tired.
It's the, not where a second main would be, but where like a third main would be. It's like main, come down, main. Mm-hmm. Or you get the main, come down, main, real main.
Where's Vermont in all this?
To the left a little bit. So I always remember Vermont because it looks like the V. Mm-hmm. And then New Hampshire looks like a not V.
Looks like a backwards H.
What does that have to do with New Hampshire? Hampshire. Sure, ham.
Lack of water.
God damn it. We get Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax, and very much ready to be disappointed.
Yep.
Because...
But you weren't.
Dude, we had an amazing Nia Jax match.
Yeah. Yes. Because she can be with the right opponent.
Yeah. And we got to watch a contrast of styles. We watched a wrestler and a grappler versus a striking monster. And they've turned Nia into, instead of just straight powerhouse, just lifting and throwing, because stop throwing people, she's a powerhouse and a hell of a striker.
Yes.
Because they steered into, hey, what happened? All right, cool, we're going to use it. The more that they do, oh God, and it made Nia's, the fact that they've had to force Nia into this heelishness makes her promos significantly better.
Yes.
Are they good? No, but do they fit better in this?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, I do want to say she had the most realist moment. That's how I know she can do this. She had the realist moment, I think it was last week, the go home, where she said, I am 300 pounds. I am 6 whatever I am. Like, just stating fact.
Yeah.
Where it was just her. I was like, yeah.
More, please.
Yes, please. There it is.
I am dominant.
Find that. Yes. And I mean, you know, again, like you said, she's not wonderful on the mic. But there's direction now.
Yeah.
And it's there. It just...
You can feel some... she's understanding, grasping what she's doing. Before, it felt like she was just...
I think I'm going to say goodbye to...
Bye-bye. She was just kind of doing kind of as she was told. Like, hey, this is how you're supposed to do a promo. And it's like, I think she understood the concept and was executing as well as she could. But it's like bike riding, dude. You got to fall down a bunch of times before it's like, oh, I get this now.
Yeah.
Maybe this heelishness found her comfort zone.
Yeah.
When she goes back faces, I got a feeling it's going to be a little better.
Well, again, they always say they have to hate you before they can love you.
Yeah.
So
Die, Rocky, die.
Die, Rocky, die is like the most prominent example because he finally steer into that and he becomes The Rock and he gets some huge heat. Everybody hates him.
Yeah.
And then look what he becomes.
Movie star.
Well, yeah.
Can't wait to see Nia's action movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Sorry. That's not good. Fine.
Too cool for school.
Why is Ronda Rousey this good?
Because she's a lifelong fan.
Okay.
She's a grappler.
Uh-huh.
And she understands how to fight.
Yeah. She understands fight psychology the hard way.
Yeah.
By fighting.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
She did some amazing things. Nia, not known for mobility.
Mm-hmm.
Rousey made up for all of that by climbing her like a tree or like a jungle gym, and she's all over throwing into arm bars. And it was weirdly glorious.
Yeah.
They're a fun match together because this is what we're seeing in women's wrestling, or something we don't see a lot yet, is a contrast of styles.
Yeah.
And there
Unless
was
Ruby and somebody.
Yeah, because Ruby does that. Because Ruby's something all her own. She's something special. But okay, yes, sir.
On that note,
Uh-huh.
I just want to put this out here. Somebody actually said Ruby was the Arn Anderson of the women's division. I don't exactly agree, but she was like, "This is the best compliment I've ever received." So, please continue. Just want to put that out there since Ruby came back up in conversation.
Hey,
She
what the hell's wrong with it?
She might be my favorite in the women's division. Becky being my favorite overall. Period.
Yeah. Transcendence of gender. But Rhonda is something special, man.
Yeah, I mean,
and she's good.
she
that
still
she's
has like
she's-
years of refinement ahead of her, but to be this good this early,
yeah, and that's all the in ring and the storytelling in ring is good too. It isn't just action; it's she's selling, and she's making everything look legit and girl legit. Some would say it was fantastic. The climbing around Nia, as Nia's just like struggling to keep up and looking in slow motion. Great.
Yeah.
And then Nia being able to counter with just raw strength or some striking or just to create distance. It's damn good stuff, man.
so
But yeah, Rousey wins,
Rousey
and we have
retains.
a very, very good Nia Jax match.
I love the way she locked in the armbar. I love that like whole idea of I kiss your fist, but I love the way she locks it in. She kind of talks some trash and then just falls back.
Well, she did something different in this one.
She kissed her fist.
Well, yeah,
Mwah.
she also eyed down Tamina,
Yeah.
which I almost feel like they didn't really show Tamina, but I imagine Tamina was like, "What the hell did I do? Leave me alone! I haven't said a word. I ain't talking nothing.
I'm a mute.
I'm sitting over here in my catcher's outfit. This is great. I'm happy to be here.
Tamina on a pay-per-view.
And again, you see what Liv and you see what Sarah did.
Mm-hmm.
They stood out.
Yep.
Tamina, not as much.
Not so much.
But Ronda's like, nah.
I'm gonna make you.
I'm gonna call your ass out. So, hey man, if this leads to a Raw match between Rousey and Tamina, I'm cool with that.
Totally.
And just beat her ass. It's cool.
Yeah. Clearly, there's no like big plans for a Tamina solo run. There's no reason she shouldn't take an ass whooping.
Yeah.
Be a good spot for her, really.
Mm-hmm. Everybody needs a bodyguard every once in a while. Tamina's fallen into that role.
I mean, it's pretty much been her role for a good while now. So that moves us to WWE Championship.
Yes, sir.
So at this point, I'm getting scared.
Why are you getting scared, Justin?
So there's 3 matches before we see this one.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's 3 matches left. I'm like, there's 2 that would be great main events and 1 that wouldn't.
Which one would not be a great main event?
The Intercontinental Championship match.
Seth
would
and
not
Dean.
be a great.
Yeah. So that leaves, I mean, I'm with you on that. As far as analysis with the 3 left, it's either got to be the women's triple threat or the SmackDown Championship, the WWE Championship as a main event.
Yeah.
Either one of those, I'm happy to see main, but damn, I hope it's the women.
Yeah.
Oh, what promo are we seeing?
And here comes D. Bryan AJ Styles. It's like, okay. I'm starting to freak out because
because it's not past them to put. I mean, we were talking about Bray versus Kane or Bray versus Orton at the end of a card. It's like they're not opposed to making it awful.
Yeah.
At the end.
Yeah.
Because of a misstep.
Absolutely.
And that being said, Seth and Dean could have been amazing, but
we'll get there. So
speaking of amazing,
good Lord. I mean, I'm glad this wasn't a main because there was no stip.
Yeah.
And it was just a wrestling match.
But
which I love.
You know what? With you're getting the damn American Dragon back.
Yeah.
He's wearing. If you notice on the knee pads, he had the dragons on there. It's like, uh-oh.
Black trunks.
Bad dude.
He's a bad dude.
And doing it very, very well.
Yes.
And without having a stipulation, without having a ton of weird build, and with the new Daniel Bryan starting to come into focus, this was
do you need them to say the new Daniel Bryan so many times?
Yes.
Because it's supposed to annoy you.
Yeah, and be like, oh, this...
You're not supposed to like the bad guys. That's the thing people need to start getting through your heads. You're not supposed to like the bad... You can appreciate the work.
He came out in 1 week and made people hate him.
That's what I told my wife. Because she was like...
How could you ever hate Daniel Bryan? Tune in next week. Yeah. I hate that son of a bitch.
She was talking about...
With his grain of truth.
How it must be harder to be a bad guy. And I was like, not really. It's... Most people want to hate you to begin with.
Yeah, dude.
Even if you're a good guy, they want to hate you.
Go out tomorrow and try to be an asshole. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy.
I'm
doing it right now.
But it's really hard to get people to cheer you and like you. Don't I know it?
Oh.
But yeah, he in 1 week with just that was what I pointed out to her. I was like, you want to see how? I mean, now granted, you have to do the legwork afterwards, and which he's doing. But Daniel Bryan, one of the most over dudes in the company, one of the few legit baby faces the company had, with a handful of words and a kick to the balls.
Yeah,
made everybody hate him.
And he took his beloved backstory and was able to bastardize it into awfulness.
Yeah.
My dreams have taken over.
Yeah. Oh, we do need to mention this. Chris Witt, Becky backstage after that match. Keep my name out of your mouth. Becky confronts Nia Jax. You remember when you broke my face? Keep my name out your mouth. Bam!
And you know what? And we didn't need a match. We got resolution of that storyline right there.
Yep.
You don't need necessarily a match to end it. And we'll get to that with the whole what the new WWE is going forward.
Yeah, we need to put a boogie on it here because it's 45.
Look, there's nothing much to say about Styles versus Bryan except it was goddamn
It's amazing. Like, it was a great wrestling
It felt
match.
like a really good grudge match. It felt like it could be a blow-off without it being, I'm tired of seeing this.
Right, exactly. Yes. And it doesn't seem to be like watching Tuesday. It doesn't seem to be the end, but it could be.
Yeah.
It still could be. Like they left it kind of open ended. So
I got faith that they could go further.
yeah. Yeah.
And Brian's just getting into his groove, and AJ can step up face-ish.
Yeah.
And oh my god, just good stuff.
So now is where the panic starts setting in.
Mm-hmm.
Which one do they go?
Oh man, are they gonna do the women's next? So I guess finally we're getting the Intercontinental title. That's easy for me.
The TLC pay-per-view only has one TLC match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is that a bad thing?
Well, I mean,
I was talking to DJ and
makes
my brother.
that one very special. And guess what? It was really special.
Yeah.
If they give you everything they want, none of it's gonna be special.
Well, here's my thing. Even with 2 TLC matches, and ENC actually even said this, even with 2 matches, by the time even if you separate them, you have one open, one close. By the time you get to that second one, you've already seen almost everything you can do in a TLC match anyway.
Right.
There's only but so much you can do. So if you only have the one, it's special.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
And it was. And
go to midnight.
Jesus.
Nathan will die.
Go to work like a few hours after.
He's got to
for
go to work
all
in 3
day.
hours.
Yes, for 12 hours. Also, I'll get to
So
that
the
afterwards.
Intercontinental
I can be
Championship
held
match.
over now
Oh,
in case
great.
they need me for 16. EA for me, huh?
Oh, I mean,
Then the check comes and I'm like, you know what?
is
I'm
this
okay.
where Ronda says her thing, or is it after this match?
Ooh, I don't remember.
Well, I'm going to put it right here, even if it's not right here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Ronda says, payback's a bitch, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get yours for what you guys did to me. So, speaking to Charlotte and Becky.
And Becky, yeah.
I'm going to get you. So she says that either before this match or after this match. So the next match is the Intercontinental Championship, Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
I disagree with everybody.
Okay.
I loved it. I'm glad it wasn't the main event.
Yes, definitely.
I do wish it would have been a little earlier. Bad guy does bad things.
Yeah.
Bad guy does bad things as a wrestler.
Yeah.
Dean Ambrose has completely changed his style, and I fucking love it.
So he's gone from brawler to wrestler.
Yes.
Okay.
And he picked apart the good guy the entire match.
Okay. Can I give you my negatives? Again, not bad. I mean, it's a good match, of course, on paper and in practice. This felt distinctively like the older WWE style of we're gonna get this 3 times. Dean comes in, takes the title. We're gonna get a rematch thing, and Seth's
Although
gonna
those
win.
are no longer guaranteed.
I know that's wonderful. Seth's gonna come back next month at the next pay-per-view and take it back, and then we're gonna get a blow-off where it's in, and it's gonna get increasingly more violent until we get to grudge match or with some sort of stipulation as we get to, I don't know. We have to get through match 1 of just the regular ass match, and here it is. Next one's going to be, another one, but it's going to be a little more hard-hitting, and then we're going to get to a stip match. I don't know. I Quit, Cage, something like that.
Chris put Dean Ambrose, greatest coat in WWE, hands down.
What's that?
Greatest coat in WWE, hands down.
Oh, that like blue and brown one?
The Bane coat?
The Bane coat's fine, but didn't he have like a blue and brown one? Or was that Monday night?
May have been Monday. He
Oh.
was wearing the Bane coat and no shirt. I like the no shirt.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Less shirts are good. Wait, what? All right, let's do this. No? You're welcome. I don't know, man. It felt like we're getting the first of 3 matches, and under the old style, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that's antiquated, and I feel like they've even acknowledged that by this new direction that they may or may not be going yet. I haven't seen proof yet.
I mean, the rumor mill has Seth facing Brock at Mania. So if that's the truth, then I don't see Dean and to me, the fact that Dean won and won the championship means that these guys are going to be separate. They're going to be separated.
Okay. Well, I hope that new stipulation or the lack of condition.
Guaranteed.
I think that's one of the smartest things they've said in a long time. I'm not saying you don't get a rematch ever, but
gonna
if
have
it's
to earn it.
warranted,
Yeah.
cool. Or if they want to give that rematch, cool. Or if they want to finish it out as more of a blood feud and there's more to it than just the title, cool. But don't make it just de facto, because that, I feel, has killed tag divisions.
Oh, yeah.
like more than any other one. It can be bad for, but if it still feels like booking old timey booking, man, where it's like, hey, we can drag this out. This is a good program. Let's make it last. It's like you've got enough dudes where you can mix it around. Enough dudes that are really good that you can mix it around, and it's gonna be okay and potentially better. Let's see some different. If we need to repeat it, let's do it. But
I don't know. I like the longer form booking, especially when you have guys like Ambrose and Rollins.
Yeah, but if I get more teas and then another match at Rumble, I hate to say it, but I feel like I'm of a newer era where it's a little more ADHD, man. And it's like, I just saw that. I don't want to again. Give me something new. Give me something new. But like I said earlier, sometimes getting everything you want is the worst thing and ruins it all.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that weird balance between give me what I want and no, you can't have it. You need to wait for it so you appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
You're on the side of, I'm going to get that good stuff here in a minute. It's okay. I can wait for it. And when I get it, I love it. Meanwhile, I'm over here again. Give me candy. Give me candy. Give me candy. That's all.
I appreciate Dean like really coming into his own as a bad guy.
Yeah.
And because it's not the bad guy everybody wanted,
yeah,
that's the reason most people are out.
They're looking for Moxley.
Yeah,
They wanna
you're
bring
not getting that.
They're going to bring a fork in the ring and stab him in the head.
This is a guy that can main event WWE shows. Moxley can't. Because he's way too out there, way too violent.
Right.
This guy can wrestle. This guy can bad guy wrestle.
Okay.
This guy can isolate. This guy can put a beating on people.
As far as the isolation, I'm about tired of Seth Rollins' knee. I know. I'm falling into the dump stuff. I know this is all the dump stuff.
Piss out of me every time
every time he does that. That's the exact thing they played up. Was he's doing that sunset flip over the top rope, and it's just like, oh no! I buckled off for Christ's sake.
Mm-hmm.
And there's pieces of his knee all over the ring. Oh noes. I'm
trying to think of people like off the top of my head, but
what
that
have
those injuries that
like
like
it's called Cowboy Bob Orton.
Yeah, well, not only him, but like people who've had injuries like in their career, and then like they use that for the rest of their career. Like it's happened forever.
Everybody's got a weak spot.
Yeah,
or well, I mean, I guess that's turning strength into weakness, like Luger's steel plate. Brutus Beefcake's face.
Yeah. So we disagree. I enjoyed this match, especially for its card placement.
I appreciate your analysis, and I will pay closer attention to Dean's style and see what, because right now it feels different than what it was, or what I'm expecting, or what I think I want.
Which is what I like.
Which is what's jarring for me, because I'm looking for some immediate gratification. Not a good thing, but that's what I'm looking for. I will go with a more discerning eye.
A bad guy shouldn't gratify you.
I know. I should be mad, and I want to see him get beat. And then when he gets beat, it's going to be great. That's longer term. I want to have that patience. I'm willing to watch Dean's style and be more open to it.
Yes. That needs to be made. Colin Graves definitely made commentary super awkward in this match. That was my biggest downfall.
That took so much away.
Yeah, because Graves wouldn't leave it alone. Renee, what's he like at home? Come on. And then she has to answer in some way. And then it's like, I don't like this.
Yeah, I really like
and not
Graves,
even,
but
yeah.
I wonder what direction they're coming at from that.
That's what I don't get.
Is it him doing it? Where do they want to go with it?
There's nowhere to go with it. There is nowhere to go with that.
There's no way to not make either Renee look like a weird, battered wife and horribly disempowered. And that's awful.
That's terrible.
Can I not have that, please?
Yeah.
Or make her look like she's a secret heel, which, you know what? I don't want that either.
No.
I just
want her to be a
very,
commentator.
I want very simple commentary.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be that much. And I've liked that she's tried to play it as no, I'm a professional.
Yeah.
And no, what I do at home is different than what I do here.
Yeah.
Same for him and whatever. But yeah, I do not like it being hard.
I don't like that.
It doesn't feel like a heel thing for Graves. It feels like
an asshole thing.
Yeah.
Like not even
Can you
just a bad human.
Like if Renee, I'm going to curse. Is it okay?
I've been doing it all show. So
all right. I half expect Renee to just look over and just say, "Can you fucking not?"
Yeah, right.
And you know what? I'd cheer.
I like Cole's play of why are you doing this again, Graves? Just stop.
Okay. I mean, if that's more the direction they want to go with it, but I don't like it.
I just wish it would stop.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all.
Don't acknowledge it. Just don't
Yeah.
acknowledge it.
Please.
What she does at home is what she does at home. It ain't here.
There's no need.
Let her be her own character.
It's okay
Let
that
Dean
we
be his own.
It's okay that we know that they're married.
Uh-huh.
It's okay that it's addressed on television. Not this way.
No.
This does nothing for anybody.
Yeah, it cuts legs out from underneath somebody who's supposed to be respected as a I don't like my commentary team, especially the either the color or the play-by-play being undercut for some reason, having their credibility questioned. That's the person that's supposed to take that is supposed to be the heel on the team, if you will, or Byron Saxton.
Yeah.
Because he's
Shut
good
up,
at it.
Saxton.
And he takes it so good and makes me love him more.
Yep. What time? All time.
For fuck's sake.
I'm sure Matt already dipped out, but
It happens.
so we need to get, God bless it, 57.
I'm sorry, sir.
We got to get into the main event here. Again, not much to report, even though it was amazing. Sometimes there's matches that are just great.
And yeah, you don't need much of a review other than, yeah, cool, right?
This was the main. It deserved to be the main.
Uh-huh.
It was everything you expect out of a main event match. WWE Childs match? I'm not trying out. You see this? This is not a WWE body. Vince is going to look at this and go, what? Liv, on the other hand.
I don't know, man. Dozer got caught up in the main roster. So excited.
Yeah.
They put out, hey, we're the newest team on Raw. Hey, we're also the newest team on SmackDown.
Well, no, it was.
And then,
we don't know where they're going.
And then Tucky had to respond. Hey, look, man, calm down.
All day, you pals.
Jesus Christ.
All day of wrestling.
This is a match that doesn't need a whole lot to be said.
You should watch it.
We had three individuals who gave all at all times. And no time was anybody like dead on the ground and laying there and not being at least part of a story. There was a reason for it. It wasn't just all right, my time to rest. Setting up for the next spot. The spots flowed into one another.
Yes.
There wasn't anything that felt awkward or weird or unpaced.
Yeah.
It got progressively weirder and awfuler and crazier, and the two spots, that wall that was probably supposed to break when Charlotte speared Asuka, so much better by only giving a little bit, and looking damaged rather than just obliterated.
Yeah.
And then there was the Becky climbing a ladder for no damn reason.
Oh,
She hit
did
ass
you hear
first.
her? Did you hear her on ENC this week?
Nah.
Do you know why she did that?
Why?
Because at Evolution, the only thing she was thinking after she jumped off the ladder was, why didn't I go higher? So that's why she went higher.
I'm okay with her going higher.
Oh.
I'm more concerned with her landing ass first right into...
You face this, Mr. McMahon? Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
No chance.
What?
That's what I got.
Aw. The hit it landed like there was no, somebody dubbed over. You ever hear that old audio of the lady stomping grapes and then falling and ow 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 ow? No,
I don't think so.
you have no idea what this is.
I don't
This is old internet stuff.
Okay.
Well, somebody dubbed that into Charlotte getting smushed. Ow 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 ow. And you know what? Appropriate,
So many times it looked like Charlotte died.
dude. And then Charlotte has developed that second gear of crazy,
Yeah.
which is very reminiscent of Ric Flair,
Yeah.
who can turn it on. Bad dude,
Bad dude.
sure. Arrogant, a little bit. Can perform, absolutely. Can turn it up, yes. Good stuff. And we get to see Asuka a little unhinged.
Yes.
Anytime she's yelling in Japanese, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Good.
Dude, it's funny that you say that, because it was something we said that we wanted from her.
Huh? I've been wanting that for ages, man.
Every time she does it, the crowd erupts.
Ah,
Do it more.
yeah.
People do not care about English. They can see your passion. They can
Yeah.
see how excited you are, how pumped up you are.
I think it was like George Carlin was talking about it. Is sometimes it's more fun to like listen to the shapes of things. It doesn't matter the words. You can hear in the intonation, the inflection, and the delivery and the passion behind it. You don't necessarily. The words are superfluous. Doesn't you can tell the story without that and just sounds, shapes. Let her do that, man.
Yeah.
Let her do that in the language she's comfortable with.
It's working.
It's friggin' great. It's like, oh, she's like, screw your English. I gotta speak on this. Yo, I can't contain this.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah.
Every time.
Yes.
I want
the best.
I want her to cut a 7-minute full-on Japanese promo where she goes from the lows to the highs, straight Japanese. And if you want to translate it later, please incorporate Funaki. That's all I ask. More Funaki.
I'd rather feel what you're saying.
Yes.
Than hear what you're saying.
And that's the most important. That's what you don't get from like the Nia Jax promos.
Yeah.
You don't get that feel.
Mm-hmm.
But Asuka's got that feel. She just doesn't have as command of the language.
Yeah.
So why force it on her? Let her go, man.
Yep.
Let her go. And you know what? I didn't think she was going to win. I thought Becky was going to retain. And I ain't mad, dude.
Nah, dude. I mean, it's the perfect way to get the championship off of Becky.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't lose momentum in it.
Because, holy hell, Ronda doesn't have to be heel, doesn't have to be face, just wants to come get some vengeance, yo.
Yep.
And in one fell swoop, takes it out of Charlotte, takes it out of Becky, removes them from contention, gets them beat in their own match. Asuka wins.
You know what I like even more about it?
What's that?
Is that on Tuesday, Mr. McMahon comes out and he's like, you guys lost. Too bad.
Yeah.
Too bad.
And then, the beginning of the show in the ring, Becky calling out wants Ronda.
Mm-hmm.
F that title. I don't need it. I've
she
transcended. That's losing, not needing a rematch because that slows you down.
Still running her mouth.
And moving on to something bigger and better.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, the title doesn't get diminished and gets to serve a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Holy hell, this badass Asuka's back.
Yes.
Look at Naomi
Masterful.
tapping immediately.
And again,
But I still look incredible. Yay.
that's a masterful main event.
Yeah,
A
dude.
wonderful pay-per-view. TLC was a wonderful pay-per-view.
Anytime somebody can come out looking good even though losing, great.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Now, and that leaves open if we want to build towards a potential triple threat between Ronda, Charlotte, and Becky for the
Do we get
airing of grievances.
Oh, they're going to do that next Sunday on Festivus?
Yes, the airing of grievances on Festivus Day. For the love of God. Or if they wanted to move Charlotte into a program with Asuka, you know that's good.
Yeah.
And this Charlotte is better than that Charlotte.
Yeah.
And this Asuka, I think, is going to be better than that Asuka, too.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's for the title and Becky moves on to Ronda towards Mania, fantastic. They go to triple threat and Asuka moves on to anybody else on that roster, fantastic. There's no losing coming out of this.
Jenny Fowler's Matt Wade versus Dana Bryan ladder match. Get on it, Matt.
All right.
All right. So, again, fantastic
He's actually
pay-per-view.
just going to fight Daniel Bryan's ladder. I think he's got a chance.
Possibly. Could happen. Man.
Yeah, I know, man.
Hot damn.
I got a good bet.
New segment.
What?
New segment.
What did you do?
It's called Your Thoughts. There's no production for it yet. I want to see how it goes first.
Ooh.
So, we wanted to bring your thoughts into our show
Yes, sir.
because we like the interaction. So,
Absolutely.
we got a couple of you to call in and not happening. Not happening. That's not the right one. God damn it.
Copy.
No. I'm just bringing up the voicemail.
Oh, I'm sorry. Look at that. We want to.
There we go. All right, let's see. What do you guys have to say?
Finishing WWE TLC from last night. The show has been trash and the match I wanted to see most has been a botch fest so far. Charlotte's timing is garbage. Becky can be heard calling everything. Asuka almost killed Charlotte. My God.
All right. Interesting.
I love that. Like the resonant tone.
Asuka.
I don't know who
Learn
that
how to
is.
speak. All right. Got 2 more calls here real quick.
I'm very interested in hearing that. Fun hearing your voices. We've read your words for years at this point now.
Mhm.
It's nice to hear the voice behind the jerks.
Yeah.
TLC. a pay-per-view that celebrates the infamous TLC match.
Yeah.
But only actually has one TLC match on the show.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, we addressed that
Thank
earlier.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're right. It was great, right?
Good point.
It's good. And again, very resonant voice. Wow, this is far better than ours, and we're the ones here with the microphones in front of us.
Just weird.
Sound. Hold on, we gotta step up
We
here,
have to
Just.
step up a little
They
bit here.
sound good.
They sound really
Yes.
good.
Yes.
All right, and last call.
Dean Ambrose was given a world title run and it was a dud. He got Lesnar at WM and it was a dud. He got a heel turn and a blood feud everyone wanted to see with one of the best workers #WWE has and it was a dud.
Why'd you say the hashtag?
He always fails to deliver when
That's
it
about-
counts most.
Huh. All right.
Who's Lesnar?
Lesnar.
A He-Man villain?
So weird.
Lesnar really could be a He-Man villain.
You guys are weird.
Also,
Your thoughts. New
beautiful,
segment.
beautiful.
Very good voice.
Yeah.
Very good voice.
Fantastic non-regional accent.
Your thoughts, though?
All of you could be anchormen and or anchors holding down ships.
Your thoughts, though, are garbage.
Your thoughts are garbage.
Come on, fucking guy.
Oh, you know what that is?
What's up?
Ah!
Come on. What?
This is what I think about your thoughts.
Huh?
Your thoughts? Yep. Just about that.
Oh my God, I'm in front of it. Hold on. High fives. Psh, yeah.
There we go. All right. Well, you know what? Do we have any extras that we need to go through?
Okay, if we're doing that, we're doing it quick. Okay, let's go over to the. Okay, I think we start with that thought next week about the WWE. What the new McMahon era is going to be.
Yeah.
Glad to see the McMahons in charge. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun. Our one more things. You mentioned that one. You want to say that one? Huh?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
KO and Sammy got return hype videos.
They did separate ones too.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Me too.
I can't wait for Sammy.
I know,
Go,
right?
Sammy, wow.
Did you see his tweet?
Yeah.
He's like, man, I forgot how great I am. I'm really great at this.
Again, grain of truth. Because guess what?
He great.
He great.
He great.
Yeah. We got hype going in for Wrestle Kingdom 13.
Mm-hmm.
As we get closer to that, man, that might be something we revisit. We got a couple weeks yet.
See,
got a
next
show?
week and then I guess the week after too.
Yeah.
Well, next week I kind of want to do like a yearly wrap up,
Understood.
so we can do like best of 2018.
Oh.
That's what our favorites are.
Oh,
You
okay.
want to talk about the stupid right there?
I'm so happy for this. Okay, so we got the call ups to the main roster from NXT.
Mm-hmm.
We have Play with Naki.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Who's
La-
already shown her face, so it's not a surprise.
Lacey got the call up too.
Yeah.
She's gonna be a fun character.
Yeah, she is.
She's got a lot more character than a lot of the people that are already doing great.
And she can talk.
Uh-huh.
She can talk. It's great.
And we've got who's gonna be fun. We've got Heavy Machinery.
Yes.
So excited. So excited. I like weird body type representation. Killian Dane ticks a lot of boxes for me. Is that the term you use earlier?
Sure.
Otis ticks the rest of them.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Tucky.
Otis.
And Tucky. Never
Those
forget
are-
Tucky.
Yeah.
And then, okay, who was the other one? I guess Mustafa Ali coming over from 205 Live to SmackDown. Who's the other
Lars
one?
Sullivan.
Lars Sullivan.
They've
Yeah,
already
okay.
been promoing.
Yeah, that's been fine. But also included in the weird little promos, EC3. And his promo was vaguely pornographic.
Yeah. Giving the
very-
people what they want, which apparently is his butt.
I didn't know I wanted it, but you know when it arrived, I was like, okay, I'll take it. But as far as the EC3 name comes, it was Ethan Carter III.
Mm-hmm.
He was Dixie Carter's nephew in TNA, and he got opportunities because he's connected and whatnot.
Yeah.
But he's retained the EC3 name. They never say Ethan Carter III, by the way. It's just, what does EC3 mean? It stands for excellence. Okay. Oh, cool. What is it like name wise? It stands for NX3 is what it stands for. Huh? But he's Ethan Carter III, nephew of Dixie Carter. Dixie Carter coming out of obscurity again, I guess. Tweeting, so proud of you, E. Congrats to at WWE too. Can't wait to watch you hold those major titles in the air. Love you, Aunt D. Hashtag top 1%. Hashtag top 1%. Hashtag WWE. Hashtag Raw. Hashtag SmackDown.
Masterfully stupid.
No, you know what? Great.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? Continuity outside of the universe.
Well, I like how he
I love
tweeted.
it.
He tweeted. There's a picture of all 6.
Yes,
that are
he's
coming up.
blurred everybody
He blurred
else out.
everybody else. Congratulations, me.
Yes, congratulations to me at WWE.
Good for him. I hope he gets the steer into being a bad guy because he's a really good bad guy.
He's a good bad guy. Well, so's Rude, but
Yeah.
we'll get that eventually too. I don't mind EC3. EC3's got some fire behind him too, man. I think he can go either way. It's gonna be great.
He can go either way.
Everybody loves designing women.
That's true. All right. All right.
This is the quickest I'm gonna do it. You ready?
Okay.
I haven't worked on this at all. Let's see if it works. Gotta wait for it to kick in now. Here we go. Hey, boom. Hey, everybody. It's hashtag WrestlePals. If you dig us, dig what we do. Go to Facebook.com/WrestlePalsVA. That's where we stream the show, and that's where we get most of our participation. Come in there, talk with us, interact with us, especially during the show. It's fun to bounce off what you guys are saying or react horribly to most of them. Let's say punish the a. What was that? Anyway, or if you want to reach out to the show on Twitter at WrestlePalsVA or put hashtag WrestlePals on literally anything. This crazy man will find it. He's a crazy machine. Now, other places you can find the show if you want to get the... it's so weird looking. Just enjoy playing with the green screen. Enjoy. You want to see the archive for the video show, go to YouTube. Search for, spell it out, hashtag WrestlePals. And, oh my God, so chilly over here. And search for hashtag WrestlePals. You get the full back catalog of the video format. Or if you want audio, don't want to look at our ugly mugs, you can always look at Left Eye. You can check it out, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, anywhere. Search for hashtag WrestlePals. You can find us there. Or if you want to support the show directly, go to patreon.com/ohhijustin. Listen to that again. Patreon.com/ohhijustin. Go there, throw a buck. It supports the show, this show. It supports Deprogram, the finest music show on the internet. It supports the Oh Hi Justin pod. Daily ramblings of a madman over here in nice little bite-sized chunks. I like to save up like a week or two and like compress. So if you... Never mind. That's beside the point. I'm keeping it short this week. And if you can't throw a buck, come and participate. Mm-hmm. Interact with us on Twitter. Interact with the shows. Reach out to the Facebook pages or reach out to us individually on Twitter. Justin is easy to find. At the Hulkster on Twitter. Speak with him. He'll talk back with you. Talk with him about Liv. He wants to know what your thoughts on her.
No, I don't.
Oh, you're right. He doesn't. He's got his own. Change his mind.
Can't be done.
At the Hulkster on Twitter. Participation means a hell of a lot. Or if you want to reach out to me, good luck. At the Nate Project on Twitter. I see every one of the notifications. Okay, I don't turn it off. I see them. They bother me. It upsets me. Especially that goddamn hashtag Nate Appreciation Day. Or as I'm shortening it, at our hashtag Nap Day. It's great. At the Nate Project on Twitter. Yeah, that's all of them, right?
I think so.
Oh, I thought the music was ending. I was so excited. I was like, oh, boom, and it was good. All right. I think I went too fast. I'm going to sit here for 2 minutes now.
No, they don't want none.
Hey, Justin. Goddamn hashtag. Oh, wait. Goddamn hashtag WrestlePals.
I lost my keys and my little doggy's bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog, bit me in the spare rib. And I'm take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words, AJ Styles. You know what you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.